wasn't sure. I saw the tackle kind of had like he was looking at the quarterback, and then right before the snap he twisted around, but that's not illegal motion.
Well, we're going to have to punt it now. We go from a 4th and 3 to a 4th and 8. So ball snapping on the 48 of Andalusia. Nelson Hall is going to punt. He'll probably catch it around his 39. Well, yeah, we don't know what they're doing. Yeah, well, that took a long time to call.
It did. Another penalty. Personal.
Oh, gosh. Well,
did he throw somebody out?
Well, only if he's got to call 2. I only saw 1. So we had a illegal motion, and right after that, as the play was blown dead, we had a personal foul. So we're going to, I guess we'll be backed up. Can they stack them for 20 yards? They'll decline the illegal motion and go with the personal foul, obviously.
Well, they're changing personnel on Andalusia. I'm sure this is a punt return group.
If you're just tuning in, no score. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left, first quarter. Up on their second possession. Colby Ballard on a 3rd and 26 gets 23, running it himself. And we went for it on a 4th, but we moved, followed by an unsportsmanlike. Yep, they're stacking them. So,
yeah, the personal comes on top of whatever else there is.
All right, so instead of snapping from the Andalusia 48, we'll be snapping now from the Bobcat, probably 32 and a half, Coach, is that?
That's about where we were the last time we punted.
All right, Nelson Hall is going to be punting for the Bobcats, I believe. He takes a snap. Somebody moved again. Man, they are. Plays bone dead. Punt was off. Andalusia man slow to get up. They're going to punt it again, but
procedure again.
Somebody is not. We got somebody not. These are the penalties you see, Coach, on the first game. We don't want this many this early. This is our 4th penalty of the game in the first quarter.
Well, they're zeroed in on something. I don't know what they're seeing. I haven't seen it yet. But
it's illegal motion on somebody. We moved again on offense, so we're back to another 5. He's going to punt from about the 15.
No.
Unfortunately, he popped it straight up. It lands and it takes an Andalusia bounce. You got to down it, buddy.
That's about a minus 8-yard punt.
Yeah, we didn't get anything. I think he might have. We lost yards on that punt. He had a lot of pressure to his defense, so he kicked it quickly, kicked it straight up, end over end, and then it actually took an Andalusia roll, and the punter himself fielded the ball.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. You don't. It's never good when he does.
Well. We're going to have to bow up. We did it already. We're going to need to bow up again. We've given Andalusia excellent field position. Instead of being on their 20, they're inside our 20. So it's 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line, op hash. They're twins, right, shotgun formation, 2 backfield. They're going to get off the number 2 left tackle. We had him. He's going up the field, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Josh Smith around the 10.
Flag on the play. I saw a push in the back to Nelson as he was coming through. He got shoved in the back.
Huge. Yes, sir. Yeah, he was coming up for the play.
He was coming up to make the play and then got shoved.
Got it.
So they pushed Nelson in the back. That's going to back Andalusia up. They had a first down, but now they're going to be 1st and 20 after this is marked off. So big penalty. So instead of actually, it would have been 2nd and 1 at our 10-yard line. They're going to be 1st and 20 at the 29. No,
they marked it from the spot.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, yeah. They marked it from the spot. So we're about 15 yards. All right, trips right, new formation for Andalusia, shotgun, single backfield, tight end left. They tried to draw us offside, and
They may have.
I didn't see us make contact, though.
I didn't either.
They still calling it. They're supposed to go our way, Russ.
Well, defensive offsides on the Bobcats. That's our 5th.
Yeah, we're stacking up yardage, but the wrong kind. Still trips to the far side.
Trips right, shotgun formation, going to fake it. He's looking to throw. He's got a corner in the end zone, and Josh, he was wide open. Safety didn't get over to cover him in time. And on a corner route to the right end zone, touchdown Andalusia.
Touchdown, and about a 20-yard touchdown pass. It was a good play. Andalusia had a good play called for that situation. Like you said, the safety didn't get over. Now they're lining up for 2.
I'm not sure what's happening here. Looks like they're lining up for 2. Nope, they're going to move now to they're motioning now to a field goal formation.
They're trying to see what we're going to line up in.
Okay, so Andalusia scores the extra point. 3:42 left in the first quarter. Andalusia 7, Bobcats 0. However, Coach, we helped them. We're going to take a 60-second break and be back with you. You're listening to Bobcat Football, My 102.3.
Come see what's hot on the lot during the Chevy Summer Drive sales event at J.M. Jackson Chevrolet, where you can take interest as low as 3.9% for up to 60 months on select new 2023 Crew Cabs. Take $5,100 off a new 2023 Crew Cab 1CX, 1LT, or RST. Don't miss out on other deals, like $1,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Traverse. And remember to buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Plus tax time and fees. See dealer for details.
Mizell Memorial Hospital has been a part of our community for over 70 years. We provide a range of services, including a senior behavioral care unit, sleep center, emergency department, intensive care, outpatient physical, occupational, and speech therapies, and much more. Mizell owns 4 medical clinics offering family medicine, orthopedics, ENT, and podiatry. Our team of hometown healthcare professionals is recognized for high quality and compassionate care. We at Mizell are proud to serve you and your families every day. Go Bobcats!
WOPP OP, WAMI OP, together making better local radio.
All right, we're back. Channel Stadium. Andalusia set to kick off. The Bobcats in return position. Here is the kickoff.
And number 7 is going to receive for the Bobcats, and he's hit pretty quick. He got about 5 yards, Coach, and he's tackled on the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 op on the 23 after a Jamarian Allen reception.
So this is one thing new that I'm seeing is Coach wants to, he's going to call the first play on the sideline. They were all running on the field, and he wants them to come over there with him, and he's going to give them the first play. Of course, the officials haven't blown the clock in to start yet, so he's got all that time to talk to them, let them get a little quick drink of water if they need that. So
well, they do. We're playing both ways. Our quarterback, our running back, Colby Nelson, AC, Jamarian, got a lot of guys going both ways. So on your offense, let's look at this real quick. Starting offense, left tackle Grant Witten, left guard Hank Messer, center Gage Nowlin. We'll come back to that in a minute. Single wide receiver right under center. 2 in the backfield, I formation. Going to hand it off up the gut, and Nelson gets a few, Coach. They didn't give him much forward progress. We're not getting a lot on the spot so far. He gets 2 yards. Thought he got a little more, but 2nd and 8 towards the Bobcat sideline. If you're tuning in, it's 7-0 Andalusia. Did well on offense to begin with and shot ourselves in the foot. We gave Andalusia, should have had 80 yards to go, Coach, and we gave them a 1st and 10 from 20. 19 yards.
So I think they've had 1 penalty against them. We've had, like you said, 5.
We've
We're
had
hurting
5.
ourselves.
So, all right, here we are. Single receiver right, wing T to the right. Colby's going to keep it, and Coach, he gets 3 or 4 more, so puts us in a 3rd and short, probably 3rd and 2 from the 31.
That's just a great play right there. Your fullback and your tailback lead up in the hole. You just turn up right behind them, let them create some blocks, and you pick up, some good yardage there. Looked like about 6 yards there, maybe.
Yeah, he faked a dive to the right up the 2 hole to Nelson. I'm assuming he's reading, Coach. I don't know. And then everybody poured in behind him. Colby turned up with the football, and the running backs came behind him and helped push. You could tire our defense out doing this. 3rd and short. Here come the Bobcats. And he's going to hand it off up the middle. Nelson reaches forward, and if they give him the spot, he got it. Pretty good spot this time. Let's see where he puts it. He may change his mind, and he does a little bit.
It's going to be a little short.
They'll probably measure. No, it's a yard short, I think.
Good opportunity to get another drink of water. They're going to have timeout for an official measurement. They're going to get the change out on the field and just see exactly how far they've got to go.
So that was 3rd down, right?
That was 3rd down.
This is tough. We're getting an official measurement. Coach, you want to get some momentum back, but listen, you're on your own 33-yard line. I would say statistics say you got to punt.
They do. But judging from the last punt, ooh, that's close, about 6 inches, well, about a foot.
He's got about a foot. I think we can get a foot. Andalusia's going to shoot gaps on this play. We got a big quarterback. We got a big fullback. I don't even think I try to hand it off. I just think
what have you got to lose? I mean, I'm not talking about the ball game, but you're in a situation here where you're playing a rival. Your new coach. We'll see. I don't think this is the punting team coming on.
Looks like Op's going to go for it. We may try to draw him off sides first. We'll see. Single receiver right. That's Zeb Green. Wide receiver left. We're on the Op hash. Folks, it is 4th down. We're going from our own 33. We've got to get 1 foot. We're in shotgun formation, interesting enough. We're going to motion Zeb from right to left. We're going to get it up. Colby's going to keep it, and he does not have it.
No, I think he might have lost half a yard or so.
Yeah, he came close, but got to get your head down and try to get it, but somebody came in and popped him. So Bobcats will turn it over on their own 32. 1st to 10 Andalusia from the Bobcat 32, Andalusia hash. If you're just tuning in, 7-0 Andalusia. A minute and a half left in the first quarter.
Of course, the entire quarter been played on this end of the field.
It has. Andalusia has got 3 in the backfield. Shotgun formation, single receiver right. They're going to motion 3 from left to right. Takes a snap, going to hand it to number 2. He's going to run wide right.
We had a
Jermaine
hole.
Stoudemire had him, and he's going to score.
Can't let him go.
Jermaine had him for a loss. He broke through the tackle. Nobody else touched him. 32-yard run, touchdown Bulldogs.
Well, Javion, I saw his jersey getting pulled from the back, from the neck.
Yeah.
And, of course, it wasn't called. I'm not going to complain about the officials. This is their first game as well. But, that one kind of hurt.
Before he grabbed the running back, he got grabbed himself, didn't he?
Right.
Yeah. Interesting miss. They like to do a motion. The extra point holder lines up in a quarterback position, then he yells and they motion to a field goal position. There's the snap, there's the kick, kind of a low one. It's good. So 14-0, Andalusia, minute and a half left. 60-second timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Football on My 102.3.
H.D. Edgar Trucking Company, located in the Industrial Park on Highway 52 East, is now hiring drivers with 1 or more years' experience. Current CDLs, drug test, and road test required. Call for an appointment, 493-6843.
Now at H.D. Edgar Trucking Company, stay 3 years and receive 2 weeks paid vacation. Sign-on bonus at H.D. Edgar Trucking. H.D. Edgar Trucking, striving to make it a better home for our trucking family. Equal opportunity employer.
Good morning, good people. It's baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Hoss's Auto Sales. Summer has arrived, and it's so hot you just want to jump in a pool. Everything is sizzling at Hoss's Auto Sales. Stop by and see what we can do for you and your automobile need, because we make trading easy, and it's too hot to be walking. Come see us. Remember, drink lots of water, be kind, and be blessed.
The Horn Beverage Company of Troy is proud to be a Bobcat sponsor and fan. Have you tried our Callaway Blue Water, Calypso Lemonade, Sparkling Ice Flavored Water, and Blue Energy Drink? It's refreshing before, during, and after the game, or at the victory party, or the next tailgating. It's not bad at the Op Rattlesnake Rodeo either. Be at the game if all possible, but if you can't, listen to our friends
at My 102.3 FM.
The folks at Horn Beverage Company says go Bobcats.
WOPP OP, WAMI OP, together making better local radio.
So here we are at Janelle Lee Stadium, Andalusia kicking back off to the Bobcats, 14-0 Andalusia. We fielded on the 15. We're going to run wide right as Zeb Green. He breaks some tackles, got a little running room, coach. Little nifty shifting, makes some people miss. He gets all the way out to the Bobcat 35, just shy of the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and another one of them Coach Grimes bingos on the block over there to free him up and allow him to come back across the field and cut up and pick up some good yardage. Good starting position here on the 34-yard line for the Bobcats. Hopefully we can get something. We need a score pretty bad. And we were talking earlier, I like the call that he made. On the fourth down, I liked the call. Football's a game of chances. Sometimes you got to take some chances and roll the dice and see what happens.
You do. I liked it. Just didn't work out. So Bobcats got the ball 14-0 Andalusia. Just over a minute 19 left. Twins right, single receiver left, going to motion left to right. They'll give it to Zeb Green in the motion. Linebacker shoots through the gap. Somebody is not blocking. He's hit hard and knocked his helmet off. That being Zeb Green, looks
That's
like
going to be 15 yards.
Hopefully that'll be 15 against Andalusia. I don't know what was said. They may have just thrown it because the helmet came off. No, they're pointing. Looks like we may get a first down off of this.
Well, I think number 3 is coming from like a safety spot. Whenever he sees that coming, he is coming hard to have support, and nobody's blocking him when he comes up like that. Well, they're taking him out of the game.
I'm sure Coach Taylor will have a conversation with him. They'll give Bobcats, so instead of losing 5, Coach, we gain 12 because they do it from the spot of the foul. So it happened after the play. So I guess that would have been we lost 3. So here we are, 1st and 10. That brings us out to the Bobcat 46. Bobcat hash going towards the scoreboard. 14-0 Andalusia. Minute left and counting. First quarter. Tight right, receiver right. He's going to throw it. He throws straight down the field. Had a man.
Oh, he was open.
And Colby missed him, threw it high. Colby has not thrown a lot of passes, so he'll get it dialed in. That was a great play call.
It was just both receivers running a fly down the field. The cornerback checked up and didn't continue running with him, so that left one playing 2, and just a little bit overshot him there. But that was another one of those plays that you're going to have to come back to and look at later.
Right, yeah, great play call, Coach Jones, Coach Brunson. That'll leave us in a 2nd and 10 from our 45. Twins right, single receiver left, shotgun, going to hand it off up the middle. He's shifting around, Jamarian Allen. He's got nowhere to go, might have lost a half a yard.
Well, he got back to the 45-yard line, and that's it. That's all he got. Andalusia's doing a great job. I'm trying to find, I'm not sure where. Oh, that was 53 that made that tackle, or 63. 53 that made that tackle for Andalusia.
Riley Tucker.
And he came from the other side of the field.
Yeah, Andalusia's interior line has done a good job. They've got some big guys, number 1, number 8. Tristan Pitts, number 8, number 1, Landon Marshall. They're large. So we take it, shotgun formation. We're going to throw. He's going to have to run. He tries to avoid the rush. He does not. Number 56 tackles him for a 10-yard loss.
Well, what I'm seeing is they're rushing 5. So you've got to put a hat on the hat, and somebody's not picking up everybody that's coming through.
So that's the first quarter. Andalusia 14, Op nothing. You're listening to Bobcat Football, My 102.3 FM. 60-second commercial.
S&P Communications on the North Bypass here in Opp for your professional radio communication and tower needs here in South Alabama. Call on Jay Sperling and staff for all your generator needs for your business or your home. The in-place generator or the portable generators. Don't be without power during or after the storm. Sale, installation, and service. Call S&P Communications, 493-6729. We know how to keep the lights on.
I get a little obsessive about supporting my local community. I buy local produce, local toothpaste, trampolines, artisanal cat toys. I'm just a local gal. That's why I was so excited to learn that banking with a local community bank supports local businesses every day. I can finally stop thinking about it. So I'm celebrating with a staycation and some local peanut brittle. Yum.
Southern Independent Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
WOPP OP. WAMI OP. Together, making better local radio.
All right, we're back. Chanel East Stadium, starting the starting the second quarter. 12 minutes on the clock, 14-0. Andalusia leads Bobcat football. It is fourth down. Bobcats will be punting. A little bit different punting lineup here. And Andalusia puts in some quick kids to try to get back there on them in a hurry.
Yeah, they do. So Bobcats take it 4th and 16, going to punt. And he's going to have to run it because it's a bad snap. And he's got a little, if he can make a move, and he does, but he comes up short. Man, good gracious. He ran about 30 yards.
2 or 3 yards short of the first down.
It was a bad, he had no intent of punting. Snap took him wide left.
Went off to the side. He already had his momentum going.
We're not
may slow him down though a little bit coming in hard.
We're not holding our blocks on the punt team long enough. You're supposed to count a few seconds. I don't know what coaches told them, but you count, you hold, you release. Well, we're releasing too soon. Nelson doesn't have enough time to do
he couldn't recover. Once he got the ball, he didn't have time to recover.
So Andalusia will get it. 1st and 10 from their own 47. Bobcat hash. They're going to motion right to left. 3 in the backfield. Going to fake it to number 2. They're going deep, and he's open, but he overthrew him.
Open, but he's overthrown.
Man coverage to that side, and he had a move. If he doesn't overthrow him, it's touchdown Andalusia. Our guy caught up with him, though. I got to say, he recovered very well. I believe that's number.
He still had a step on him.
That's Demarion Thompson, number 12. Had a step on him, but I tell you something, Demarion just had impressive catch-up speed. So Andalusia tried to go for the ringer on 1st and 10. They do not get it. 2nd and 10, 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. Bobcat hash going towards the scoreboard. 14-0 Andalusia. Beginning of the second quarter. Takes a snap on Twins left. Going to hand it to big number 2. He is hit immediately.
Nothing.
He will go nowhere. AC Hightower, Josh Smith. I am going to say this. I know Josh is in on coming up from safety making that tackle, but, Coach, his responsibility as a safety is pass first. We don't want to get beat deep again. That's what happened last year.
That caught us a few times last year coming up for run support too quick, and that puts people on islands out there by themselves trying to cover. And, you're right.
And the first touchdown they did, our deep man was beat deep because he wasn't there. So, here we are, 3rd and long, big 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for Andalusia. They're going to roll to the left. He's going to try to
pressure
throw
on him,
and he's going to be
slings it. Oh,
my goodness!
Short, ain't he?
They're going to go for it. So
I'm not sure if he marked
the quarterback
short or not.
makes a historic Hail Mary throw while he's being sacked for a 7-yard loss, and throws it to a receiver who comes back to the football, catches it about a half-yard shy of the first down. That is a tremendous spot. Good night. There's no way that was a first down. All right, he was a yard short of the first down.
He was a yard short.
That was interesting calls going on tonight. That was a terrible one. So they give him the first down on a Hail Mary throw. They're going to hand it to number 4, new running back off the left. He is fast and shifty, but he is met by our defensive line. They'll give him 1 yard, Coach. How in the world did you go? All right, I got to hush.
We've got a pretty good view up here, and I thought it was a yard short. But
he caught it a yard short and slid 2 yards short.
Right.
Because he was coming back to the football. But, hey, look here.
I think that was Nelson Hall on the last tackle, stood him up and drove him
Bobcats did a great job on defense. That looked like Ole Miss against Alabama when threw the ball and it bounced off a guy's helmet and they scored. But they're going to give it to the number 4. Now they're going to fake it and throw it across the middle. And thankfully he drops it. He was open.
Oh, now they're doing the flag.
Not sure what happened here.
I think our man held on too long.
I'm not sure.
Well, their guy helmet came off and attacked Hank Messer. Threw him on the ground. Flags flew in. Hank didn't react, so it should be against Andalusia, I would think.
It ain't looking that way.
Well, how
do you throw it against the guy that's on the ground?
Was carrying his block too far and then pancaked him, and it was a little unnecessary there. So the officials are talking this over. Make sure
It's going to be a big penalty either way.
Yeah, and watch them offset it. And it doesn't matter.
No,
drop the pass.
We don't want an offset. We want them to have it.
That's right. But the guy was open.
No, they're going to mark him. Okay, no penalty. I'm okay with that.
Personal foul against
Good night. How did that happen?
No penalty, then penalty.
Personal foul against Op.
I'll need to check their paycheck.
Would have been.
Well, I think you even pointed out Hank probably gave him a little shove when he hit the ground, and that's when the guy's helmet came off. That could have been what that was.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Did I mess that up for you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. That box.
Oh, they're boxed.
Oh,
there. Yeah. Got a lot of stuff in here. All right, Andalusia on a 1st and 10 from inside the 30. A lot of misdirection. They're going to hand it off up the middle. They fumble it, ball out. They must have gotten on it. Don't see any reaction. The fumble's going to, let's see, they're going to give them about 4. So 2nd and 6. Coach, we had them at a 3rd and 10 if we don't get that penalty.
Zarek Jones is the running back Andalusia is using right now. They're giving Jamarian Burnett, they're giving him a break right now. He played the whole first quarter. Now he's back in the ball game, number 2, their star running back.
2nd and 7, Twins right. They're on the Andalusia half going towards the scoreboard. 14-0 Andalusia. Again, the score is 14-0. They're going to snap it. He's going to throw a quick slant. He catches it this time, number 6. He makes a man miss, makes 2 miss. And he gets down inside the Bobcat 5-yard line to the 4. Shifty move by Andalusia receiver on a slant.
Yeah, just a quick little slant to the inside, and then he split 2 defenders, gave a little juke move, and we're lucky to have caught him and brought him down short of the goal line.
So 1st and 10 Andalusia, almost to the Bobcat 4-yard line. 8:51 in the first half. 14-0. We have had multiple big defensive stands already early in the game. Coach, it'd be nice to have one now.
It would be good to have one now because I feel sure they're going to run 4 plays to try to score. They would take a field goal, but that would be a little beneath them probably to try that, to have the backfield that they have.
So they're in a 2-tight offense, single receiver wide right, and they're going to give it to number 2 off left tackle, and he's going to break some tackles. But we bring him down at about the 1. So 2nd and goal from the 1, I believe.
I think he's a little.
Maybe the 2.
Maybe on the 2. Might even be on the 3.
Yeah, he's outside the 2. Okay. Good stop by Bobcats. 2nd and goal. Number 2 moved early, but no call. And, he doesn't get it. Nelson Hall comes in from outside linebacker, takes his feet out from under him. He pretty much only, Coach, he lost a yard.
That's what you got to hit that before it gets up ahead of steam.
3rd and goal from the 3. Big 3rd down. They're bringing in their defensive lineman, number 1, Landon Marshall. I'm sure he'll be an up back, what's called a plug, an old school looking fullback. So they're doing what Nick Saban used to do before we went to the spread offense and goal line offense. We would bring in 2 D linemen and run Derrick Henry behind them. So they're in shotgun formation. They're going to go unbalanced right, hand it off to number 2, and he's stopped again, Coach. Wow, didn't work. They went unbalanced and too tight. Coach, and
I thought they had us outmanned on that side, too.
But, hey, listen, you got to hand it to the Bobcats here. Fighting 14 points down, have endured a lot of induced mistakes and penalties.
They're sitting
but I see no quit. We've just caused a 4th and 1 with a Division I running back that's gotten offers from Alabama and Georgia. Kirby Smart and Nick Saban, he's gotten nowhere in 3 plays. We'll see what happens in 4. They're going to give it to probably number 1. He is a large human being, and they do. And he gets in. He falls in barely.
He just falls in, just rolls in. He's a big guy. But, hey, what a stand for the defense right there. 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. It took them all 4 plays to get it in. So that's a positive that you can take from that.
It is Andalusia 20, 0. 6:44 left in the first half. Opp has gotten himself in a position where they're going to have to show some character, being down from way behind, and they're going to go for it, and they're going to throw a out route, and he's going to be – no, he broke the tackle.
Broke the tackle and got
Reed Adams had him for about 4 yards outside the end zone, but he broke through it. They get the 2-point conversion, 22-0 Andalusia, 6:44. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Bobcat Football on My 102.3.
The Southern Point Properties real estate team prides itself on being a small, local business that is flexible enough to meet your needs, along with having the infrastructure and resources of a large brokerage. It's the best of both worlds.
As a local business, we greatly value the importance of giving back to the client and the community. To learn more about Southern Point Properties, give us a call at 334-493-2447 or visit our website, southernpointop.com.
And as always, go Bobcat!
Believe it or not, it's time for your annual flu shot. TNC Pharmacy is your hometown source for all your vaccination needs. The annual flu vaccine is free for patients on Medicare and most other insurances. We also offer high-quality and affordable supplements that can help boost your immune system for extra protection this flu season. Stop by TNC Pharmacy or give us a call today at 493-4517 and be sure to follow us on Facebook to keep up with our latest updates.
WOPP OP. WAMI OP. Together, making better local radio.
All right, we're back. Chinelli Stadium, Randy Griffith Field, Opp, Alabama. Bobcats versus the Bulldogs. Coach, we've suffered several penalties, unfortunately, at bad moments. And that with some big plays by Andalusia's led to them 22, us 0.
Yeah, actually, I can take some good things out of that last little defensive, when the Andalusia had it 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. It took them all 4 plays to get it in.
I actually started on the 2, and it did.
So that's right. You're actually right, yeah.
We stopped their D1 running back for 3 plays, and then they gave it to a mammoth of a man, their left defensive tackle. Number 1, Landon Marshall, and he got in. Number 2, Jamarian Burnett, is the one you've heard him talk about for years. Coach, he's a senior. He'll go where he chooses.
Yeah, he's a talented young man. There's no doubt about it. And quarterback has shown me something from Andalusia because he was being tackled when he threw that ball sidearm and hit that guy. Of course, they gave him a generous spot. But
I think we just called a timeout. I guess he's going to give him an extra break. The rough part about that, Coach, is our starters had to sit on that end zone for 4 plays, ultimately to no avail. We're playing both ways. So Coach Brunson calls a timeout. and I'm assuming he's got them to spare, and he's giving his guys additional rest.
Well, in a game like this, I mean, he made them Andalusia kickoff team ran out on the field.
Yeah.
And then whenever the ref told him he had to get on the field, he called timeout, so they have to run off the field. So, that's coaching. That's coaching on a hot night like this. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's still pretty hot and muggy outside.
Seeing a lot of intensity from Coach Brunson on the sideline. He's trying to keep his guys' heads in the game. If you're just tuning in, it is 22-0. Andalusia, 6:44 left in the first half. Coach, we haven't looked as bad as the score indicates. Unfortunately,
like we've hurt ourselves. Penalties have killed us.
Every drive Andalusia's had has been greatly. We've aided them with personal foul penalties. So, just on this drive now, we had them in a 3rd and 10, and we won't call the kid out. We're not sure what happened because both kids were aggressive. So, I'm not sure why they called it on our guy, but they did. We had them in a 3rd and 10, but instead they got a 15-yard penalty. It put them inside the 20-yard line. So we go down here. We convert a 3rd and 26 to make it a 4th and 3. We're going to go for it, Coach. We get, in that next few series of plays, a personal foul and 2 offsides.
Yeah.
And we end up punting the ball from our own 20 instead of being on their 30.
The -8 punt.
So Andalusia kicks off. They do a pooch kick to the right. They're going to let it go out of bounds. So that'll be Ops' starting best field position on a kickoff. And a little bit of chipperiness going on. But Opp will have it 1st and 10 from our 35. Looks like Grady Patterson was in communication with an Andalusia Bulldog. Grady is a part of that large sophomore class we got.
Yeah, they got a good bunch coming up. They got a good group of 9th graders, too, that's had some success that I know Coach is kind of chomping at the bits because he's had them in the weight room, this summer. And so he's looking forward to getting those kids a little more meat on their bones, a little more time on the field. And the thing about it is, he doesn't – 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, all he dresses. He doesn't dress any 9th graders. He may dress out 1 or 2 that,
He didn't even dress all the 10th graders. He picked about 5.
Yeah.
And that 10th grade class is kind of your bell cow class. Got a lot of kids, a lot of good families in that class. Here we are, 1st and 10, Twins left, I backfield. He's under center, going to hand it off to Nelson up the middle. And, Coach, he's going to get some yardage. He'll get 3 on 1st down. So 2nd and 7. What you want to see from Opp right now is a long drive that ends in 6. We need to tire out that D-line. We've been on defense a good bit.
Well, he's been over there on the sideline. We took that long time for the kickoff. He's coaching them up over there, and he's telling them what they need to do, what they're going to do. And so now it's their job to execute.
All right, 2nd and 7, Twins left, I backfield, under center. He's going to hand it off to No, he's going to keep it and pull it, and he doesn't get anywhere. Kind of gets washed up in the line. They had created penetration, pushing our right tackle back, and Colby ran into him.
Heat timeout.
Looks like a heat timeout. So we're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Football, my 102.3 FM.
Wheelhouse online ordering is now live. Go to wheelhouse.com, click on Order Now, or go to Google Play or Apple App Store and download the Heartland Guest app. Don't forget our pizzas are now ready for purchase. Dine in or carry out. Come try and eat the best pizza around. Eat, love, live. Go Bobcats from everyone at the Wheelhouse here in Opp.
Family owned and operated since 1965, Bob Taylor Carpet One is your hometown flooring business. Whether you are building a new custom home, remodeling, or just want to spruce up that one room, come see us for all your flooring needs. Carpet, tile, luxury vinyl plank, or hardwood. We have what you are looking for. Bob Taylor Carpet One in downtown Opp, Alabama. Come see us.
WOPP Opp. WAMI Opp. Together, making better local radio.
All right, we're back at Janelli Stadium. 3rd and 8 for the Bobcats. Wide receiver right. We're going to snap it. We're going to fake it. And we're looking downfield. He can't, so he's going to reverse field, and he's going to be sacked by number 5 for Andalusia. We're going to lose around 4 on the play. So we're going to be at a 4th and 14. We'll snap the ball on our 31. We'll punt it from about our 20.
Yeah, not exactly what we wanted to do. Kind of put us in a situation where we needed to pass. Not giving him a whole lot of time to pass. They're trying to rebuild that line and do some things with that line. But, you know, that's why you play your first game, and that's why you look at film and see where you need to work.
He does get it off, barely, and it's a good kick.
Oh, that's a great
It's probably going to take – I thought it was going to take it. Good catch. So, great kick by Nelson Hall. Reverses the field position. Caught by or down by Jamarian Allen. Looked like it was going to take an Andalusia bounce. He made a wise decision. Got it all the way down to Andalusia 34. He punted from about our 20. So, good kick end over end. They let it drop. It's 22-0. 5 minutes left in the first half. So, Coach, we don't want them to score. So we've got to man up and stop and give ourselves enough time to drive down the field and try to get 6 on the board, if not 7 before halftime. So first down Andalusia. They're wide left. They motion from right to left in the backfield. Single receiver right. They're going to motion him across. They're going to hand it to him, and he's going to lose big murdered by Jadavian Stoudemire, if I'm saying that right. Several yard loss. Let's see what they do on forward motion. They're gonna. That's a 9-yard loss. Wow, big play for the Bobcats. Number 73, Jadavian Stoudemire. He's an up-and-coming stud for us. He's a junior. Now they're trips right. Shotgun formation, single receiver. They're going to fake it to number 2. They're going to throw that slant, and there it is.
Oh, great.
We make a great play by Josh Smith. Josh was actually going for the ball, but he tattooed the wide receiver.
Perfect.
Knocked the breath out of him. He's been over. Big play, Josh. That's going to put Andalusia, Coach, in a 3rd and 19.
3rd and 19. Great play by Josh. I mean, he timed that perfectly. As soon as the ball was there, he was there, and he was going for the ball too. And they hit simultaneously when the ball got there. Of course, the Andalusia player got the brunt of that and knocked the breath out of him. But now Andalusia is looking at a pretty difficult situation. Bobcats need to bow their backs here.
They're in a bunch formation, going to go shotgun. Probably going to throw it to number 2 up the sideline, but he's got nowhere to go. But they find number 9, and he drops it. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. I got to say, the quarterback does good under pressure, finding an opening receiver for Andalusia.
That was just a little bit behind the receiver, but very catchable. And I don't know if he saw if he saw Nelson Hall coming at him, because Nelson was right there and it had reversed his field and was coming back to him.
Parker
I don't know if he saw that or what he saw, but he didn't catch the ball.
You are right. They're going to have to fourth it. So, big defensive stand by the Bobcats, down 22-0, a little over 4 minutes to play in the first half. Andalusia's going to be punting. They're going to have to call timeout. They didn't have enough on the field. That'll give the Bobcats a little extra rest. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Bobcat Football, My 102.3 FM.
With the right business tools from CCB Community Bank, I'm now able to effectively manage my receivables and improve my cash flow.
I got the advice I needed to grow my bakery, and life has never been sweeter.
What do you need to help move your business forward? Whether your business is big or small, CCB will work closely with you to determine which banking solution fits your specific needs. CCB's team of experienced and knowledgeable bankers can work with you to provide the right products and services to complement your growth. Love better banking with CCB Community Bank, member FDIC.
David's Catfish House, 1842 East 3 Notch Street, Highway 29 North in Andalusia, where the catfish are farm-raised in Yazoo, Mississippi. Go to David's 11 to 2, Tuesday through Friday, and get a lunch basket filled with fish strips, shrimp, or chicken. That includes a hush puppy and one of the following slaw, french fries, or cheese grits. That's David's Catfish House, all you can eat catfish and shrimp.
David's Catfish House says go Bobcats and go Trojans.
WOPP OP, WAMI OP. Together, making better local radio.
All right, we're back at Chinelli Stadium. During the commercial, Andalusia did punt. Started off as a bad end-over-end line drive kick, Coach, but it took a tremendous Andalusia bounce. So Opp will take over on their 41-yard line on the Opp hash. Coach, we got 4 minutes and 2 seconds. What can we do? Can we get on the board and make this a two-score game?
Well, I think obviously that's best case scenario, and use clock while we're doing it. I think what Coach wants to do is just have some positive things happen right now for the team, and so he's going to try to, create some plays and call some plays in which we can have some success with, and I think that's where he's headed with this series. 4 minutes left to go in this second quarter. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. They're going to motion Zeb left to right. Colby's going to keep it, and Coach, he gets several yards. They're going to give him 6, so 2nd and 4. They gave him 6. So 2nd and 4. He's all the way out to the. Well, no, they backed him up. 2nd and 5. Yeah, so that was a shoestring tackle. He was a little upset with himself that they had got him around the ankle, hit his foot, and caused him to fall because he had it, probably 5 more yards before he was going to see anybody again. So he's probably a little upset about that. But we're lined up again with a very manageable 2nd and 5. Twins right, going to motion Zeb from right to left, shotgun formation, going to fake it and run. Colby's going to keep it right up the middle. And he didn't get anything on that one. They will give him, they'll give him a yard. So that'll put us in a 3rd and 4. Big third down for the Bobcats. We need to give our defense a rest and put some exhaustion on the Bulldog defense. They've got a big D-line, number 1, number 8. Number 56 is not as big, but that 1 and 8 are impressive, as well as number 53, who is Riley Tucker. I believe he's also the guy that was in the little fisticuff earlier that led into us getting a penalty. We've only got 3 seconds on the play clock. You're going to have to call timeout, and he does. So Bobcats will call a timeout. We didn't get it in time. Kind of needed that one to manage the clock. With 2 minutes and 31 seconds, we'll just keep it here. That's okay, Robert. It's going to be a short one. So 2 minutes, 31 seconds. Andalusia 22, Opp nothing. If you're just tuning in, Opp has unfortunately suffered self-induced penalties that have stopped our drives and greatly aided Andalusia drives. They have. I mean, Andalusia, they haven't shown me a lot. Now, they're a good football team, but, if Opp can cut out the penalties, and that's the other thing Coach is going to be talking about probably on his coaching show is they got a lot of things to clean up. He will, and this is a new administration. This is a new offense, a new defense. We've got kinks to work out. We're playing a program that's had the same head coach for several years, coming off a state championship. They got to play 15 games in one season, so they're fine-tuned and well-oiled. We're figuring things out. We've got a new quarterback, a new offense. Yeah. I mean, those kids that played last year for Andalusia played 15 football games. Right. They did. That's a lot of football games. That's a lot more experience. So we got to put something together as we come back out on the field. We've got 3rd down, about 4 to go. So here we are, Twins right. We're going to be in shotgun formation. We got a plug back and Jamarian Allen in the backfield, wide receiver left. We're looking to throw. Colby finds a man. Number 8, he catches it. 1st down, Bobcats. He gets across the 50. He's hit hard, but moved forward to the 43-yard line. Coach, big 3rd down play. That was a great play.
Colby went to throw.
Colby, yeah.
He saw him up the hash and didn't have a line of
he had to create an
sight.
opening by moving a little bit, stepping up into the pocket. Colby's showing some glimpses here of being he's a guy that could be the man,
Shotgun formation, twins right, single receiver left, plug back and a tailback. He takes a snap, going to hand it off up the middle. Number 7, he's got running room, and he's going to get a first down for the Bobcats. Right up the gut of the Bulldog defense is number 7, Jamarian Allen. He does flex.
They're back on the line.
I say let's flex after we score.
Down the gut.
All right, 1st and 10. We're going to go no huddle. We had to use a timeout unnecessarily, so we need the time. We're going to hand it off up the middle again. He doesn't get anywhere. He'll lose a yard.
I don't know what coach's tendencies are. If you make a big play, do you line up and run to the same play again, maybe to the other side or something?
Well, he better do something quick because we're ticking. It's 1 minute and 20 and ticking, and I guess if we have a timeout, we only got one. We have no timeouts. So we can't stop the clock. I'd almost like to see us down it. We need to call the play, so we're down to 1 minute and 5, so we'll be within a minute. So that's going to take 25 seconds to snap the ball. That's too long. We're under a minute. We're in shotgun, and we're going to throw it, and he catches it. No, he drops it. So the clock will stop. Zeb Green, honestly, Coach, it's best he dropped that. He would have only gotten to the original line of scrimmage, and the clock would have been running. So in Bobcat favor, the clock stops. Better situation. This is 4-down territory. We got less than a minute, 51 seconds, 22-0 Andalusia. Bobcats need to get in the end zone. We're going to snap it from the Andalusia 34. So you're going to see probably some stuff Coach Brunson's going to unveil in this 2-minute offense. Shotgun formation. He's going to fake it. He's going to boot to his left. Try to find number 8, and he sells it and almost through the hands of the Andalusia defender. Thankfully, that will stop the clock. Going to be 4th and 12 with 43 to play in the first half, 43 seconds.
Yeah, one of those defensive backs broke off of his coverage and left the receiver wide open in the end zone. Don't know how that could have turned. Of course, when you sit up here, you see a lot of things that you can't see when you got guys running after you on the field.
Well, Coach, I tell you, I love to see the same play action, boot left, boot to the wide side of the field, throw back across the field.
Yes.
So they're overplaying us. We need to throw back right now. And we're rolling. Well, he didn't want to roll.
There was nobody there.
So he throws it to avoid giving them 5 yards.
Nobody there.
But that'll do it for offense probably in the first half. Coach, they're getting penetration.
They are. He virtually unabated. They wasn't anything to stop the penetration, and they just pinned their ears back and came. And offensive line's got some work to do. But you know what? Those guys are tired right now and they're hot. They need to get their legs back under them. They're fixing to get a break and get some fluids back in them. Just hasn't been the half that we wanted to see, not the half we were expecting. But like we said, it's hot out there, and we got a lot of guys playing both sides of the ball.
We do. We're not getting the breaks that they are. Of course, now Colby goes from running the offense to running the defense, but that's the way it was my senior year, year 2000. We played both ways, so nothing new for the Bobcats. But 1st and 10, 37 seconds, obviously they're going to run the ball. I would assume they've got their smaller running back in that's shifty. And, Coach, they were fixing to do a play-action pass.
And
I believe they moved.
Their wide out on the other side left too soon.
So there's Trent Taylor. Looks like he was trying to put 6 on the board, but they're going to go backwards. I saw what looked to be a little flare route to the left side of the field. Alabama used to throw that to their number 6, Devontae Smith. Andalusia's number 6 is Cal Crittenton. The play did not develop due to a motion. So here we are in a 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs, snapping it from the 28-yard line. They're still going to go back to him. It is an inside zone. and he breaks one tackle. He does not break Colby Ballard's tackle. So he got back to the original line of scrimmage almost. That'll put him in a 2nd and 10.
I think that may do it. That may be the last play.
That was actually a wide receiver screen. Looks like they're going to let the clock run off. So we'll finish the first half. Andalusia 22, Bobcats 0. We're going to take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Bobcat Football, my 102.3 FM.
With Hardee's Double Deals, get a double cheeseburger or bacon double cheeseburger starting at just $2.99. That's double the Hardee goodness with 2 charbroiled patties and cheese. Or double the Hardee goodness with 2 charbroiled patties and cheese and bacon. Both starting at only $2.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making. These items only. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included. Visit restaurant or app for details.
H.D. Edgar Trucking Company, located in the Industrial Park on Highway 52 East, is now hiring drivers with 1 or more years' experience. Current CDLs, drug test, and road test required. Call for an appointment, 493-6843.
Now at H.D. Edgar Trucking Company, stay 3 years and receive 2 weeks paid vacation. Sign-on bonus at H.D. Edgar Trucking. H.D. Edgar Trucking, striving to make it a better home for our trucking family. Equal opportunity employer.
The Horn Beverage Company of Troy is proud to be a Bobcat sponsor and fan. Have you tried our Callaway Blue Water, Calypso Lemonade, Sparkling Ice Flavored Water, and Blue Energy Drink? It's refreshing before, during, and after the game, or at the victory party, or the next tailgating. It's not bad at the Op Rattlesnake Rodeo either. Be at the game if all possible, but if you can't, listen to our friends
at my 102.3 FM.
The folks at Horn Beverage Company says go Bobcats.
Come see what's hot on the lot during the Chevy Summer Drive sales event at J.M. Jackson Chevrolet, where you can take interest as low as 3.9% for up to 60 months on select new 2023 Crew Cabs. Take $5,100 off a new 2023 Crew Cab 1CX, 1LT, or RST. Don't miss out on other deals, like $1,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Traverse. And remember to buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Plus tax time and fees. See dealer for details.
Mizell Memorial Hospital has been a part of our community for over 70 years. We provide a range of services, including a senior behavioral care unit, sleep center, emergency department, intensive care, outpatient physical, occupational, and speech therapies, and much more. Mizell owns 4 medical clinics offering family medicine, orthopedics, ENT, and podiatry. Our team of hometown healthcare professionals is recognized for high quality and compassionate care. We at Mizell are proud to serve you and your families every day. Go Bobcats!
Good morning, good people. It's baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Hoss's Auto Sales. Summer has arrived, and it's so hot you just want to jump in a pool. Everything is sizzling at Hoss's Auto Sales. Stop by and see what we can do for you and your automobile needs, because we make trading easy, and it's too hot to be walking. Come see us. Remember, drink lots of water, be kind, and be blessed.
WOPP OP. WAMI OP. Together, making better local radio.
Oh, yeah, we back. There, I get the right dial. Yeah, now I know where Trip is on the Mizell ad, and that's an old ad. It's not the right one. But anyway, the Andalusia band is about to perform, then the Op band will perform. It is the first game of the season, as you can hear them in the back. Our former band director is now their band director, but that's okay. It seems like our new band director's added a spark to our band, and seems like the kids love him, so that's a lot of it right there. The Bobcat broadcast is being brought to you by Bob Taylor's Carpet One, Op and Crestview, CCB Bank, Davis Catfish, H.D. Edgar Trucking, Horn Beverage, your all beverage company, J.M. Jackson Chevrolet, Johnny and Jay and Nolan, Hardee's, Mizell Memorial Hospital with clinics now in Elba, Halston Scarlett, S&P Communications, SIB Bank, Southern Point Properties, TNC Pharmacy, Wheelhouse, Young's Florist. And we appreciate them. And we believe we got a couple more that's going to be coming on with us. It's just one of those things that there's not enough hours in the day, and days and hours, whatever the case there is, to see everybody. And, we're working the bugs out tonight. And we're glad that we have so many different ways to listen to the Bobcats. Lots of folks are listening on Facebook. I've seen over 50 at one time logged in, and then you have more than that. TuneIn, we have no idea, but I checked out TuneIn earlier too. It's kicking real good on TuneIn, and those two are probably the biggest places besides just pure old regular radio, 102.3 FM. I am really surprised how many people don't have a portable radio, but they don't make many of them anymore. I actually was trying to find one at one of the dollar stores today. They just a simple radio they don't have no more. You remember the old AM, FM radio, Jay?
Oh, yeah.
They don't have none of them no more. They got the Wi-Fi and everything else tied into it, man. I just wanted a simple AM, FM. That's all I want.
They have to go to one of those thrift stores to find one.
They have to. Yep, they have to. There she is. I felt like she might want to come up here.
Hey, you don't have to leave, Jay.
No.
She just wants that. She just wants the air.
Frankie's had the windows up, and so it's not real cool.
I bet it's warm.
Hey, no, it's cooler than it is down there. Yeah, my cooler, yeah. Oh, man.
Well, there they.
What a Thursday night. Not a Friday night, but a Thursday night. I have to keep reminding myself.
And an inch here, inch there. Our boys have not played bad. For the first game under a new coach, new system, they have not looked bad.
No, they haven't looked bad at all. I mean, this is a new season. This is a new team. This is, and listen, we know Andalusia's got a great team.
Oh yeah.
And so I think they're showing up and they're doing what they need to do. And I'm just proud of them. You know me. You know, my 16 Colby, I'm going to just say it. I'm sorry, I'm the grandmama, but he's doing his best at what he can do. And so we're going to get better and better. This is our first game against a great team.
Yeah.
And we're getting our legs up under us, and we're going to figure out how to do this.
And they rung the bell of their big running back several times.
Yes,
yeah.
they have. They've stopped them. They have stopped them.
So that's good.
I'm just proud of them. I really am, and I'm looking forward to what this season brings. And sitting up here with you and looking out over this crowd, I think this is the largest. I think Brock may have said this is the most tickets we've ever sold to any high school game.
That's what I was hearing.
We are, listen, don't even ask me. I've walked from concession stand to concession stand to get a hot dog. And we're selling, the food is selling. It is good. It is good. We're glad to see all these people. And we're fixing to watch the marching black and gold.
I want you to brag on your Parks Recreation guy.
When you're
setting up here, can you tell that's been re-signed?
You cannot. Listen, the stadium, the field looks awesome. You know me, I came by and rode around it today.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, man, this looks so good. And at, I think at about 10 o'clock this morning, there were chairs. People had chairs sitting out all over the place and getting ready for tonight. And we're glad and welcome everybody to our stadium and this football game. Just proud of all.
I even came 2 hours early. I never come early.
Never.
Mm-hmm. But I came 2 hours because I anticipated this big crowd.
Right. We had friends, Brandy, people remember Brandy Johnson and Joan left off us many years ago. They came to my house, and Brandy came up here to celebrate with his football classmates. We brought him up here at 5:30 to eat and all, and so he enjoyed it, went out on the field and all with them, and it was amazing. Him and John's being here.
That was
great
good.
honor, great honor.
He couldn't even make it the big banquet.
That's right. But they did that for their home team, and that says a lot. Yeah. And the shirts that have been sold for the Booster Club, great shirts. I've got one on now, very comfortable, and I think they've sold. I don't know how many they sold. They were nearly about out. And I know of some of the larger sizes. This afternoon when I went, Brandy wanted one, and so I went and got one. So it's been great. This is the 100th year. We're celebrating right. How do you like that Jumbotron up there?
It's looking good.
It's looking good, and it's going to look better. Matter of fact, the guy that we're working with, Complete Size, is sitting down there with me, and he's critiquing it right now, saying how we can make it better. And so it will get better each game. What we've got to have is somebody on the field with a camera for us to do the playbacks and the plays and all like that. So we're working on that to get that done. And we appreciate all the sponsors. I'm going to say them, and if I leave off anybody, I'll die. But J.M. Jackson, J.M. Jackson, Body Conscious, SIB, Larry's, Bed and Snack Bar, Power South, Becky's Kinder College, the S-Step Foundation. I think I may have named them all. I hope I didn't forget anybody, but those people.
You got the 6 sponsors.
Yeah, and those are the ones that made this Jumbotron possible. So we want to all be appreciative of those because it's a big deal. It's really is outstanding, and like I said, it's going to get better. We're working the details out.
And we're going to enjoy it for the Little Bighorn and also
oh my goodness, Rattlesnake Rodeo. Yes, it's going to be used for a lot of things. You've got the Bobcat Gold members up there. Anyone that's a Gold member, you've got their names, the sponsors, letting you know who is sponsoring the Gold members. And so, recognizing anybody that contributes to Ops Sports, the Bobcat Booster Club. And then saying that, the Bobcat Booster Club, listen, if you're not a member, you need to be a member. If you're interested in all in sports, they do a lot for every single sport in OP. And, of course, I'm prejudiced there too, Robert. Brock Ballard's a big deal on that. I know there's several other. Melissa Barnes has worked herself to death.
I had the head coach on this morning, and he said this may be the best booster club he's ever been around. And look, he's been in it 25 years. He
has said that, and I don't think he's saying it to us. I think he's being very truthful. OP is a very supportive town of their sports. They are. They always have been. If we go out of town, we have more.
You can't wait for that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He's heard about it.
When we go out of town, we have a lot larger a congregation or whatever you want. I'm trying to think, fan base or whatever than the opposing team. If you even look over at Andalusia right now, I'm looking over at theirs. Their stands are not full, and so we support our team, win, lose, no matter what. We support our team, our band, our cheerleaders, everywhere we go.
Speaking of our band, they done the smart thing tonight, being in t-shirt and shorts because that uniform is hot.
I do not blame them at all. I do not. It's very smart.
And they love their new band director.
They sure do. They do. Our new band director, our new coach, we're moving, in the right direction, and I'm proud of it.
Well, sometimes it doesn't hurt to get new looks at things.
I know.
And these people that's coming into OP, they're falling in love with the city of OP.
They are. Yeah,
that's what pays off right there.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does. As long as they don't get a new mayor, we're fine. I'm fine with not changing mayors now. I'm all about it. Changing it. Don't change the mayor.
You still got. People don't realize how much bubbling stuff you just cannot dump on. I mean, there's so many little projects bubbling, and people cannot believe if you start. In fact, I got where I get shut up. Sometimes they'll tell me what's going on, and I start telling them, and they look at me, and they say, "Well, it's coming, but it's so much paperwork. There's so much. Oh man, you can't believe what'll pop in the way."
Oh, listen, there's so much going on and out that people don't even realize. Matter of fact, I met with a group the other day. It was just, it was a small group that is part of a larger group.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to talk to me about things that were going on, and I said, hey, I'd rather show y'all than talk to you. I took these there was 4 or 5 women.
Yeah.
I took them to our new Chamber of Commerce. I took them to the new police building. I took them over to the City Hall, which a lot of them had never been all around City Hall. Then I took them over to the old police department and upstairs to the municipal
What's
building.
about to happen there?
And they were like, wow, we didn't get this, Becky. And I said, no, because sitting and talking doesn't do it. You need to look. You need to go and you need to see.
Yeah.
But just a lot of things happening in ARP. And yes, it's small things, but that's what makes things, that's what brings the bigger things. And improve it every little way you can. So I think we're doing really good.
And that guy talked to us at the Rotary Club that's moved to Fleta community. And I knew I'd heard that name before, and right at this moment I can't think of his name again, but he's involved in trying to get a workforce here, training workforce,
right?
Especially plumbers,
yes,
electricians, handymen who you can't get nowhere.
I think he's got a store on Covington Avenue, right? He's
That's
based
the man.
on Covington.
That's the man.
Yeah, he is, and it is very hard to get anybody in. And you get, by training people, maybe we will get a better workforce. And the workforce is what people look for to bring a retail or an industry in. You got to have a workforce. So that's just what makes it go. And I'll say this on the radio too, because I keep getting people asking me about the old gym that was torn down. What's going there? And I don't know how many. I mean, it's been
the medal came today or tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I think.
Okay.
We have talked about it on the radio. We've talked about it in the newspaper. We've talked about it on the council. We've put it on Facebook. It is a farmer's market, not just a farmer's market. It is going to be a fantastic farmer's market. It's going there.
Top notch.
Top notch.
Yep.
Top notch. And I don't know how to get things out. Robert, I tell them, I said, it's on the radio, it's on the newspaper, it's on Facebook, it's at the council. And they'll go, we didn't know anything about it. And I said, I don't know how to get it out. I mean, so anyway, we are having a farmer's market there.
I had several want to know when the kickoff is. How many times we say that?
Yeah, right.
And on Facebook and everything else.
Good job, marching button black and gold. They're coming off the field now, and they did a great job.
As they will all year long.
They will. They'll be just like the football team. They're going to continue to improve all year long.
I bet they'll go one more week out of uniform. Then when they go on the road, they'll be in uniform.
Right. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Well, I know one thing. This attendance is unreal. And I saw your police department out here early planning this too.
Yeah. They've been out. You cannot say enough good about our police department. They've like I said, when I came, I've been riding around it today, coming in, checking it out. People were here working all day long, getting everything ready, getting everything set up. So, been great.
I came by about 11:30, and they were out marking places how they was going to put them in here.
Yep.
So I mean, they didn't just rush out here and start parking cars.
No.
They had a plan.
They had a plan. They always do.
Yeah.
All right. I'm fixing to go down there and get the heat, Robert.
Did you get cooled off a little bit, Mayor?
Yeah, I did. But now listen, I've got me a fan around my neck. I got a fan sitting in my lap, so I'm good. And listen, that doesn't even. I'm so excited when I watch those players play, and especially when you got a grandyoungin out there. I don't care if I'm hot or not.
Mayor,
Go Bobcats.
thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with the second half of the Andalusia game here on my 102.3 FM.
S&P Communications on the North Bypass here in Opp for your professional radio communication and tower needs here in South Alabama. Call on Jay Sperling and staff for all your generator needs for your business or your home. The in-place generator or the portable generators. Don't be without power during or after the storm. Sale, installation, and service. Call S&P Communications, 493-6729. We know how to keep the lights on.
I get a little obsessive about supporting my local community. I buy local produce, local toothpaste, trampolines, artisanal cat toys. I'm just a local gal. That's why I was so excited to learn that banking with a local community bank supports local businesses every day. I can finally stop thinking about it. So I'm celebrating with a staycation and some local peanut brittle. Yum.
Southern Independent Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Southern Point Properties real estate team prides itself on being a small, local business that is flexible enough to meet your needs, along with having the infrastructure and resources of a large brokerage. It's the best of both worlds.
As a local business, we greatly value the importance of giving back to the client and the community. To learn more about Southern Point Properties, give us a call at 334-493-2447 or visit our website, southernpointop.com.
And as always, go Bobcats!
Believe it or not, it's time for your annual flu shot. TNC Pharmacy is your hometown source for all your vaccination needs. The annual flu vaccine is free for patients on Medicare and most other insurances. We also offer high-quality and affordable supplements that can help boost your immune system for extra protection this flu season. Stop by TNC Pharmacy or give us a call today at 493-4517 and be sure to follow us on Facebook to keep up with our latest updates.
Wheelhouse online ordering is now live. Go to wheelhouse.com, click on Order Now, or go to Google Play or Apple App Store and download the Heartland Guest app. Don't forget our pizzas are now ready for purchase. Dine in or carry out. Come try and eat the best pizza around. Eat, love, live. Go Bobcats from everyone at the Wheelhouse here in Opp.
WOPP Opp. WAMI Opp. Together, making better local radio.
All right, we're back at Chanel Lee Stadium here in Opp, Alabama. Both teams are back on the field. They're going through their warm-ups and getting ready for the second half of this football game. Trying to think about what Coach has been telling them in the locker room. I'm sure one of the things he's telling them is, look, guys, they scored 22 on us, that we basically gave them 14 of those 22 points. So all we've got to do are wipe out our mistakes, and we've got to, just start playing Bobcat football. Play hard, play aggressive, but be in control. Controlled aggression is how you've got to play this game. The penalties have killed us. They've killed us the first half. And so we've got a lot of things to clean up, Alan, before we can, put things together and start coming up with some positive things. But we've got a second half of football here. We've regrouped. We're going to see how good the coaches did, how it took for halftime.
You're right, Coach. We needed the break. This third quarter is going to be extremely important. The first drive is going to be important. Andalusia will get the football, so it will be great to see another 3 and out like we did for their first possession of the game. But, Coach, we're playing with less players, so we're going to tire quicker. That happened last year in the Andalusia game. This game is eerily similar to last year's game in the sense that they're up 3 touchdowns largely, Coach, because of our penalties.
Because of our penalties. We have loaded the gun and shot ourselves in the foot. It's not a pretty thing to see, but those are correctable things. Those are things that the coaches can clean up to make us a more productive team.
And another thing, Coach, we knew there was a personal foul call, but early in the first quarter, Grant Witten was ejected from the game. He is a starting offensive lineman, and I'm going to confirm that. So we've been playing with a backup guy there, which is probably one of the reasons that as the game unfolded in the first half, we could not hold number 1 and number 8 for Andalusia, number 53. So a lot of our miscues, negative plays on offense, if it wasn't a penalty, Coach, literally was just them getting penetration.
Yeah, they've especially in key plays, when we needed a little yardage or we needed a lot of yardage. First and second downs we're doing pretty good on. It's that third down, they're bringing linebackers or shooting gaps, and we're not doing a good job of picking it up right now. But, that's the first half. Let's see what happens the second half. I think both teams are getting ready. We've got to kick off to them. So defense needs to make a statement to start off with.
They do. Grant Witten is your starting left tackle. Hank Messer, your starting left guard. Of course, Gage Allen is the center. So big loss there for us right out the gate to lose a starting lineman. I'm sure Coach Brundage will have that. Might be a long Monday for Grant or a long weekend. Not sure what he does. But a few things to clean up. Very important third quarter. We're down 3 scores. That's not a lot.
It's not a lot. It's not an insurmountable odd, but you take away a senior from your offensive line and put somebody in there with a little less experience, they got to step up, and hopefully that's what's going to happen. But I see Grant on the sideline. He's not a happy camper, but sometimes you put yourself in those positions. Excuse me. We're getting ready to kick it off here. Bobcats will be kicking off to Andalusia.
We might need to turn that light out just so we can see. So 22-0. There we go. So what we do hope, Coach, is in 10 to 15 minutes. We want to hold Andalusia, and then we want to score. So we don't want it to be 29-0, but we want it to be 22-7 after the first two possessions. We kick it off. It's a short kick, not a good one. We kicked it out of bounds. It went out of bounds at about the 31. So it went out of bounds about where the flag goes. So they'll kick from the 35. Not sure what happened there. I think we were trying to do a short pooch kick to make him fair catch it or to light him up. That did not work. So Andalusia will get good field position. 1st and 10 from the 35 will be Andalusia.
It's going to be interesting to see. Of course, Andalusia brings their star running back out on the field, trying to get him enough reps. The defense, now they've marked off placing the ball. I don't understand. The 38.
Yeah, they moved it. A rule I'm not aware of. I thought it always went to the 35 when it went out of bounds, but they're snapping from the 38. Coach Brunson is pretty avidly coaching on the sideline. They're going to throw a screen pass to the receiver. Good gracious, he makes guys miss right and left. He's breaking ankles, and he's going to go to the end zone. So first play, zone pass, and he just makes everybody miss. Nobody touched him. Touchdown, Andalusia.
Yeah, it was just a little hitch. All he did was turn. The quarterback threw him the ball, and then he did the rest himself. There were two defenders over there. There were two receivers, and that one receiver was blocking the one, and the other one got a hand on him, but that's about all. That's the only one that touched him, and he scored there pretty quick. Andalusia set up now and going to kick. Looks like they're going to set up and kick a extra point.
So 28-0, likely 29-0 after the kick. Snap is up. There's the kick. Andalusia 29-0. First play from scrimmage in the second half. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Bobcat Football, my 102.3 FM.
Family owned and operated since 1965, Bob Taylor Carpet One is your hometown flooring business. Whether you are building a new custom home, remodeling, or just want to spruce up that one room, come see us for all your flooring needs. Carpet, tile, luxury vinyl plank, or hardwood. We have what you are looking for. Bob Taylor, Carpet One in downtown Opp, Alabama. Come see us.
New home, first home, construction, or home improvements. There's various types of mortgages and benefits to every option. At CCB Community Bank, we help you understand the differences so you can choose a mortgage that's right for you. Owning your own home is still the American dream. Since 1947, CCB has made reaching that dream easier. Every day, our experienced mortgage team helps people navigate the mortgage process. Give us a call today. CCB Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
WOPP OP, WAMI OP, together making better local radio.
All right, we're back at Chinelli Stadium, Randy Griffin Field. Andalusia scored on the first play from scrimmage, 28-0. They kick off to the Bobcats. Long line drive kick. It'll be fielded on the 10 by Zeb Green. He's running wide right. He's going to make two miss. Makes a third. Nope. Makes Coach. He split up the middle, made the first two miss. Pretty decent return, 15 yards, got out to the 25.
Yeah, I couldn't get that third guy to miss. Good job of splitting those two defenders there and getting some extra yardage there. Got some moves, got a little bit of speed there. If he could have found a little bit more of a crease, might could have made something happen. So now, first time on offense, let's see what the Bobcats can do when they come out here. They're going to stay in that same formation. They're going to do something a little bit different. We'll find out.
And, I'm thinking as a head coach, my knee-jerk reaction was he's got to pull out all his tricks. You don't want to pull out all your tricks in a non-region game.
Yeah, first game.
You're giving everybody film evidence to stop you. So you just kind of keep plugging along and figuring out how to get better. So there's the snap. They're going to hand it off. He almost fumbles it. But, wow, Nelson Hall makes two Andalusia guys miss. He didn't get anywhere. Matter of fact, he lost a couple, but it could have been uglier. He aggressively broke 2 tackles, and they are going to give him forward progress. Looks like he lost
about 2 yards.
2 yards. So, again, we're dealing let's see who's left tackle, who they put in there. Number 70, Clay Kaiser. Wow, sophomore. Of course, that's Josh's. Josh and Justin were good Bobcat players back in the day. The Kaiser brothers, Josh's son Clay is in for Grant Whitten, and they're going to hand it off to Nelson right up the middle. Hard run, gets 3 or 4 yards. Looks like where are they going to spot him, Coach? They give him 3.
Looks like they're spotting him on, the 26, just between the 26 and 27-yard line.
So Clay Kaiser is experiencing baptism by fire, going from not playing in a varsity game as far as considerable amount of time to playing against Andalusia as a sophomore. So he'll grow, he'll learn, he'll get better.
He's a good-looking kid.
And actually, they put him
in pads.
They put him at guard and put Hank Messer out at tackle. So they're going to snap it, and Colby's going to do a little misdirection, hand it off to Zeb Green. He's going to cut up. He's got some running room. He gets good yardage on a 3rd and 8. He doesn't get the first, but he's close. I would assume we're going to punt. We may go for it and just
4th down, about 1.5 yards, 2 yards to go. They're lined up to go for it.
4th down. Coach Brunson at this point says there's nothing to lose. Let's go for it. And we may try to draw them off. We do. It doesn't work, but the play's not over yet. All the players are looking at their wristbands. That is today's world of high school football and play calling. Shotgun formation, twins left, single back. They're going to hand it off to Nelson. No, he keeps it, and he's going to get the first down. And Moore is your starting quarterback, Colby Ballard. Coach, on a big 4th and 1, he said, I'll take 10.
He said, I'll take 10, and it was actually a pretty easy pickup. Didn't receive. He didn't have anybody pick him up until he got about 8 yards down the field, and then he doesn't slide.
No,
he's got that linebacker mentality playing quarterback, and he gonna lower his shoulder. He gonna give you pads, and that time he just brooded up a couple of more yards there. Bobcats pick up a big first down.
Twins right, shotgun formation, single receiver left, middle of the field, snapping from our 44. We're going to hand it off to Nelson Hall. He runs hard up the middle, and they're going to give him about 4 yards. Good spot. I have seen some absolutely horrendous spots tonight against the Bobcats.
Nelson got a little hot on that play, like somebody might have been doing some pinching and grabbing underneath the pile there.
I like to see us get mad.
Yeah. Just keep it in control, that controlled aggression. So Bobcats are moving the football now. 2nd down at about 6 to go. We're sitting on the 48-yard line.
Twins right, single receiver left, shotgun formation. Nelson Hall stands behind Colby Bauer. We do have a plug back in the game. That's number 23. They're going to give it to Nelson Hall again. He goes in a head-on collision. That boy's probably hurting. Who is that? Number 22 of Andalusia.
22, yeah.
He's probably seeing stars. That was an old school helmet to helmet.
Look at him.
He's tapping. He wants out of the game.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Nelson Hall rocked his world, but hey, he did make the tackle as Nelson was running over him.
They're calling timeout. Andalusia is, I think.
I like what I'm seeing right now, Coach.
I do too. This is a timeout on the field, but this is a big play, 3rd down. We're moving the ball. We're doing some positive things. We need to keep this going.
I see future Bobcat Mr. Jake Wiggum is the water man. He's servicing our umpires and referees tonight, bringing them water as well as the Bobcats. That's the son of Jared and Joanna Wiggum. He also plays middle school ball.
You know, that's when you've got a quarterback, that's a linebacker. You've got a running back, that's a linebacker too. Yep. Their mentality is when they hit somebody, they want to punish them. And that's the way Nelson is running the ball. If you're going to hit him, okay, but be prepared to take it. And the same thing with Ballard. I mean, it's the same mentality.
So 2 of the things, Coach, I'm looking at, we had several penalties in the first half. I quit counting after 6, not intentionally, just
we lost a player with one of those penalties.
Yeah, one player was kicked out. So the two things I'm looking at, do we do anything different offensively? Do we clean up the penalties? Can we do it this soon? So shotgun formation, big 3rd and 5 for the Bobcats. Going to motion Zell from right to left. They're going to fake it, run right up the middle. Is Colby on a draw. He does not get it, but he's close. I would imagine on a 4th and a short 2, we're going to go for it. And it's about 1.5, a short 1.5 to be honest.
Yeah, they had the corner blitz on from the far side that time, and we just were. Luckily, we weren't going in that direction. We went the other way, and so that didn't pay off for them. We got picked up some positive yards. Now it's 4th down. Big play.
Big play, 4th and 1.5 for the Bobcats. We're snapping from there, probably 47.5. We need to get to the 46. He's going to pull it down and run it, and
not going to make it.
He does not get it. He wanted to throw. What he wanted was not there. Dadgummit. So he play action, looked to try to boot. Defense was in his face. He tucked it. Something tells me there was a receiver coach that didn't do what they were supposed to do. I see a young man getting spoken to.
Well, they were bringing everybody.
Right now.
They had everybody on the line of scrimmage. They were bringing everybody. They were going gap strong, going to fill up all the gaps and cover everything. And I thought it was the right play. I thought it was a good play. Little play action, going to step up and then look for somebody to throw the ball to. They did get in his face quickly. And I think if he'd had just a little bit more time, he might would have been able to find a receiver.
There's official timeout to measure. We Bobcats appreciate the break, but of course it's a long foot short. Coach, I wanted a first down right there, but Andalusia, if you're just tuning in, it's 28-0. We're in the second half, halfway through the third quarter here, 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Opp was had a couple first downs there. We got to 28, the first play from scrimmage. Andalusia threw a wide receiver screen to Crittenton, their fast number 6 wide receiver. He made everybody miss. Took it about 65 yards. So they're going to snap it. They're going to throw it to him again on a slant. And good coverage is Reed Adams. And Reed hit him as he tried to catch it, and he dropped it. He's got to catch that ball if you're an Andalusia coach.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's got great speed, but questionable hands. That's not the first pass he's dropped tonight that hit him in his hands. Very catchable. But then we did have a defender get to him right about the same time, was able to hit him or knock him off just enough for him to drop the ball.
First-year starter at safety, Josh Smith's doing a pretty good job tonight, Coach. One thing, our deep defenders, we've got to stay back. We got beat early on a long pass. We got to remember that safeties are pass first. They're going to twinge left. They're going to fake it, and they're going to throw it to the house, and it's a good throw, and he catches it. And Reed Adams was beat deep and cannot make the tackle. Touchdown Andalusia. Just a great route and throw from the quarterback. Threw the ball probably about 35, 40 yards, about 43 yards in the air. I was just saying, Coach, you cannot get beat deep, and we got beat deep. If you know somebody in front of you is faster, then play off the ball.
Yeah, your first step.
You backpedal and turn your hips. It's a center field turn.
And start going. Let him catch the ball underneath. Don't let him catch the ball over the top like that.
So, well, when it's underneath, you've got the option to come up and bat it down. But
that's right. You can adjust.
They're not going to go step for step with that guy. He's about 6'2". Andalusia scores. Extra point will make it, I guess, 35-0. So midway through the third, Andalusia, how many offensive plays have they run? How many was that?
Well, they ran
1, 2. That was the third one.
That was the third one.
So in 4 plays, Andalusia scored 2 times, second half. What we're seeing is what we saw last year. We're not getting beat, Coach, every play. It's not like, let me tell you what isn't happening. You know whose name we hadn't called? Number 2, Burnett.
That's right. We haven't.
And we didn't call his name last year.
He had one run about 22 yards for a touchdown. That's been basically
That was it. That's all he's done. And we stuffed him. We stuffed him on a 4th and 2. He didn't make it this year. He didn't make it last year because of Jamarian Allen. What we're not doing is having discipline in the backfield of our defense. So it's cost us. We're hustling. We're trying. We're fighting. We're going to get better. Again, if you're tuning in, 6:40 left in the third, 35-0, and we need to play secondary defense. So he lets it go through his legs. That's not going to go to the end zone. You've got to pick it up. Why do you fall on the ball? I know what he was thinking, but you got to pick that ball up and run it.
You got to try to get what you can get out of it. You're not going to get much, but now you're backed up in a hole.
Yeah, we jumped on the ball inside the 3-yard line. There was nobody within 10 yards. He's got to pick it up, get us some breathing room. So this is going to be tough. We're snapping it from where the extra point is snapped. Just kind of a mental play there. And those happen. But again, you're going to check ops character. One thing that I've noticed coming into this second half, even though the score is getting a little bit hurts my feelings, 35-0. What I'm not seeing is Colby Ballard and Nelson Hall letting up, Coach.
No, their intensity level has not changed throughout the entire ball game, and I'm not sure anyone's has. They're playing hard. So what do? We need to build on the 2 first downs that we got on the first drive of the third quarter. Let's build on that and try to get some more, make some positive things happen.
We're missing somebody. Jamarian Allen, running back's coming out onto the field. We've got 8 seconds to snap. The defense shifts, and somebody moves on offense, I believe.
Once again, making a bad situation worse. So come out of it, deal with it.
Half the distance of the goal doesn't really hurt us that much, Coach. We lost, 1.5 yards, I guess. So 1st and 12. Maybe we didn't let him get
98-yard play.
There's a snap. Going to hand it off to Jamarian Allen. He makes a man miss. He's got some running room, Coach. He's going to get the first down and more. So hopefully that put a spark in him. That kid's got a lot of talent, so he's got some growing up to do. But he does have talent. Very tough kid. He's limping off the field. I don't know why.
Well, he does, and he just got him out of a hole. And he did a good job then. That was good running. They brought everybody that time. They brought everybody up on the line of scrimmage, and actually on the side where Messer and
so Bobcats coming in at a 1st and 10, snapping the ball on about the 15, and they're going to give it to Nelson Hall, and boy, he's running hard. Takes a couple Bulldogs to bring him down, and he almost gets
Actually, it was Messer and Kaiser that opened up that hole.
Good.
The sophomore.
Yep. Sophomore and senior.
Getting his first play, because they were coming at. They opened that up for him to pick up that big 12-yard gain to get that first down. And looks like Nelson picks up, about 3 yards?
Yeah, 2nd and 7, Coach.
Got a heat timeout.
Well, we missed that commercial, guys. We're going to let you stay with us. Sorry, Robert. We're going to stay with it. 35-0, 5:43 to play in the third. Andalusia has scored 2 times in 4 offensive plays. We may be off on that count, but that's what we're recollecting. They scored on the first play on the first series, and we think the third play on the second. Coach, the difference in the game, big plays, penalties, period.
Well, the second half, Andalusia's like we said, 4 plays, 2 touchdowns. But the first half, it's all about they should be 21-0 right now, because we gave them some touchdowns and things that when penalties, backed ourselves up, gave them good field position, and so we did that to ourselves. Now we're trying to, I'm seeing a little bit of difference. I'm seeing some hard-nosed football.
So here we are, single receiver left, tight end right, and something didn't happen on the fake, but we did get the ball handed off. Zeb Green is hit hard, but he's fighting hard. They're trying to get the ball out, but it's not a fumble. He did get some yards. No, he got back to the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a 3rd and 7 on a hard run by Zeb Green. I believe the tailback went in the wrong direction on the fake, so kind of
that kind of blew everything up then. I mean, it took the guesswork out of it.
Yep.
Because he didn't have
For the
anybody
defense.
to fake to, so the defense knew where the ball was going pretty much. So now it's a big 3rd down play for the Bobcats. Let's see if they can come up with something. See if Andalusia brings the house again.
So here we are. We're going to snap it from inside our own 20. We've got Twins left, and he's looking to throw he has no time to throw, and he's going to be sacked. So there are 3 defensive linemen. What is Javion doing that far down the field? So
it may be a good thing you didn't throw the ball.
Yeah, we would have had an offensive lineman downfield. I don't know what Javion was doing. He's 20 yards down the field when the quarterback sacked 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So didn't get any blocking. Colby, all 3 down linemen. They're in a 30 front. That would be Andalusia. So they're playing a 3-4. 4 linebackers, 3 down linemen. They may walk up and, play a 50
We're not
sometimes.
gonna get this
but
off.
Yeah, what if we should get a penalty? So delay a game on the Bobcats. That's going to back us up another 5 unless we called a timeout. And we didn't. So I hear Neil saying
Okay, that's just you saw people running out on the field late, people not being where they're supposed to be. That they're just having some attitude issues right now. I'm sure that coach is going to have to work on. I know he's in his mind he's putting all this stuff in his mind.
Well, Coach Brunson came into a situation that was going to take some work, Coach Michael. And but we believe he's the man for the job. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left. We punted out of our own end zone. They filled it, and they only get to return it a couple yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 Andalusia from their our 33-yard line. So they get good field position. We're going to see if we can make a stop here. And Op's going to have to show some character. This is the kind of thing where mature people keep playing and mature people act out. And I'm not seeing a lot of acting out in this second half. No personal fouls. So just got to play defense, Coach. They're going to snap it, throw the slant to 25. He makes the first man miss. He makes the second man miss. Poor tackling by the Bobcats. And touchdown Andalusia. They'll go up 41-0. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they've got such talent at their receiver core. You got to back up, and so those quick slants are open. Those hitch plays are open, but you got to make the play. Once the ball's in the air, you got to react and you got to get to it. You got to stop it. You got to wrap up and make tackles, and we're just not able to do that right now.
So Andalusia lined up for the extra point. There's a snap. There's the kick. Maybe a new kicker. No, same guy. Just didn't get. No, that may be a different one. Barely got it through, but he got it through. That's 42-0. Andalusia over Op. 3:20 to play in the 3rd. You're listening to Bobcat Football, Mile 102.3.
David's Catfish House, 1842 East 3 Notch Street, Highway 29 North in Andalusia, where the catfish are farm-raised in Yazoo, Mississippi. Go to David's 11 to 2, Tuesday through Friday, and get a lunch basket filled with fish strips, shrimp, or chicken. That includes a hush puppy and one of the following slaw, french fries, or cheese grits. That's David's Catfish House, all you can eat catfish and shrimp.
David's Catfish House says go Bobcats and go Trojans.
With Hardee's Double Deals, get a double cheeseburger or bacon double cheeseburger starting at just $2.99. That's double the Hardee goodness with 2 charbroiled patties and cheese. Or double the Hardee goodness with 2 charbroiled patties and cheese and bacon. Both starting at only $2.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making. These items only. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included. Visit restaurant or app for details.
WOPP OP. WAMI OP. Together, making better local radio.
All right, we're back at Chanel East Stadium. Andalusia kicks off the op. Coach, I'm looking through this frame in this window. I missed it. Did he drop the?
Yeah, it kind of hit him in the chest and rolled out in front of him, and then he had to try to just get on it. That's all he could do. But looks like they're going to be spotted at about the 19-yard line.
So not bad field position.
Not bad. We're fortunate we got it back.
Yeah.
Because it did bounce out away from him.
So 42-0 Andalusia over op. You just hope they don't keep running away with it, Coach. At this point, I'm just trying to really dial in and deal with the character of my players. It's very hard to, your mature players are going to keep fighting. The immature ones are going to act out. So as a coach, you're trying to reel this in, get everybody to continue to buy in. And, of course, Coach, you know that the greatest leap is made from game 1 to game 2. So Colby's going to motion Zeb Green from right to left and hand the ball off to him. He takes it off left end, makes 2 guys miss, lowers his head, hits a guy hard, and he gets close to a first down. If he doesn't get it, it'll depend on the spot. Looks like they gave it to him.
Yeah, we just got a hat on everybody. Didn't get everybody blocked real well, but we got in their way enough that he was able to make the corner and turn up and pick up what appears to be, looks like he might be a little short, just a few inches short, according to that. I'd measure that.
Yeah, second and short, and continuing to see hard running from everybody on offense. If you're going to be a great team, one man can't bring you down. You've got to make 1 to 3 people miss every time you touch it, and we're doing that. So we're going to snap it, and we're going to fake it and throw a bad pass. It was short. We were trying to do a wide receiver screen to number 5, Marcel Newsom, and Colby just rushed himself. He hadn't done a lot of that yet, Coach.
No, he threw it down at his feet, and he wasn't able to get down to it and get it picked up. Now we bring up a third down and very short.
So Colby's man in offense, getting everybody in position. 3rd and short, and we're going to run it again, and he drops it this time.
That time it hit him in his hand. So
nobody to blame there but his fingers. So I don't know that he would have gotten it, Coach. Number 12 for the Bobcats did not hold the block on number 6. So that'd be Demarion Thompson. We let number 6 get through, so as soon as he caught it, he was fixing to get hit.
I think Coach knew that where the ball was, he was going for it anyway. It's 4th down, just a few inches, and they're getting ready to go for it.
Number 6, tremendous athlete for Andalusia. He scored first play coming out of second half. So we're going to hand it off right up the middle to number 7, Jamarian Allen. What a play. Gets the first down. Fought hard. He's cramping, continuing to cramp. He's coming out after one play. But I got to tell you, Coach Michael, when that kid wants to play, he can play.
Well, and we're going to have some want to in him. Looks like they're giving us the first down on that play. He didn't pick up but about a less than a yard, but it was enough for the first down. Yeah,
he's suffering from dramatic cramps right now.
Yeah, going to need him.
Coach Brunson was helping him out there. It's not fun when that calf muscle, no. I can't tell if it's calf or actually maybe it's hammy locking up on him. That does not feel good. So Colby snapping the ball. Ooh, we moved. They don't call it. Hands it to Nelson Hall, and he's got a little running room. Had a hole opened up right up the gut. Man, I thought he got more than 2 yards. Good gracious.
I think there were a lot of lateral yards involved in that. but he, it's positive yardage.
So it does get something. That puts the Bobcats in a 2nd and 8. If you're just tuning in, it's 42-0 Andalusia. It's what they have dominated. I'll give them is for the most part the line of scrimmage. But most of this has been mistakes on op and big plays on Andalusia. So bad snap goes over Colby's head, and looks like Andalusia is going to recover it. That's unfortunate for the Bobcats. So, Coach, that's going to give Andalusia good field position. They'll be 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 26.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. I don't know what Coach Taylor's doing. Looks like he may be getting ready to put another bunch in. He's got his offensive line there. But the Bobcats really, it's just a gut check. You're going to stand firm here. Let's see what happens.
Is this the same quarterback they've had, 13?
Yeah, same quarterback. And that's the backup running back. Same wide receiver.
Going to hand it off to number 4, very shifty, fast running back. Reminds me of Cameo Stoudemire for op back in the late 90s. He doesn't get anywhere. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Op continuing to play tough football. We just kind of, we take 2 steps forward and 3 back. We've just turned the ball over on a bad snap on I believe it was a 3rd down. 2nd or 3rd. And 42-0 Andalusia. Less than 1 minute to play. Time ticking in the 3rd quarter. They're going to hand it off again. They got a little hole this time. He makes a couple miss, but Nelson Hall gets a shoestring tackle. Coach, no shocker, the 2 people on that play. Colby missed him the first one. Nelson cleaned it up.
No, none at all. Those 2 guys have not let up any at all. They're playing hard. Well, they're all playing hard. I'm not trying to take anything away from any of them, but those 2. And they're the leaders of the defense. They're the ones that the others are looking to. So they're the one, absolutely, they've got to keep playing and keep playing hard.
They do. Andalusia is, they don't have as many guys playing both ways as us. They're dressing 60-something. We're dressing 30-something. The quarterback fakes it up the middle. He's going to keep it himself. Makes Bobcats miss. Bad tackling by good blocking by Andalusia.
Penalty flag.
And Andalusia scores.
Got a hold.
Who's number 9? Tremaine Williams is in the game for Op. He's a senior.
Andalusia guilty of holding, so that will bring that touchdown back.
Good. So they'll have to try it again.
I've been wondering when that quarterback was going to keep the ball on those handoffs. They've been setting it up the whole time.
So that's from the spot of the foul. So good gracious, they're going way back. So 3rd and 7 turned to 3rd and 15.
Maybe a little more now.
Maybe a little more. 16, yeah. So they're going to. Well, there goes the 3rd quarter. So we're going to take it a break with them. You're listening to Bobcat Football. It's 42-0 Andalusia, entering into 4th quarter. My 102.3 FM.
H.D. Edgar Trucking Company, located in the Industrial Park on Highway 52 East, is now hiring drivers with 1 or more years' experience. Current CDLs, drug test, and road test required. Call for an appointment, 493-6843.
Now at H.D. Edgar Trucking Company, stay 3 years and receive 2 weeks paid vacation. Sign-on bonus at H.D. Edgar Trucking. H.D. Edgar Trucking, striving to make it a better home for our trucking family. Equal opportunity employer.
The Horn Beverage Company of Troy is proud to be a Bobcat sponsor and fan. Have you tried our Callaway Blue Water, Calypso Lemonade, Sparkling Ice Flavored Water, and Blue Energy Drink? It's refreshing before, during, and after the game, or at the victory party, or the next tailgating. It's not bad at the Op Rattlesnake Rodeo either. Be at the game if all possible, but if you can't, listen to our friends
at My 102.3 FM.
The folks at Horn Beverage Company says go Bobcats.
WOPP OP, WAMI OP, together making better local radio.
All right, so we're back at Janelle Lee Stadium. Andalusia just scored again.
But the penalty brought that
penalty
back.
brought it back. Yep, just had a brain lapse over here, Jay. Let's not give them a point that they don't earn. They're going to hand it off left tackle. Number 4 makes one miss, and he is hit hard by number 3. Need to get back on our side, though. Who is that? Dylan Reisner came in and popped him from the – he's either cornerback or safety. Let me see what coverage we're running. Looks like number 9's in for safety Josh Smith. Number 6 is also in Julian Forsythe, I believe. Forgive me. Dylan's at that cornerback position. We're playing to cover 3, so he's got the deep third. They're going to motion left to right. They're twins right. They're going to hand it off. No, they're going to fake it. Play action. They're going to throw it deep, and they had a man. Coach, we've got to do better covering on the back end. We got guys turning their heads.
That's a little scary, That was just the pass. He threw the ball where the receiver wasn't headed.
Yeah, thank goodness.
That's a little scary there. He did have a little bit of pressure coming up. There again, I thought I saw a hold up dragging them down by their jersey and not getting the call, but that doesn't matter. It's Bobcat football now. Turn it over on downs. It would be nice to see the Bobcats eat up a lot of clock and maybe even put some points on the board. I'm sure Coach would love to see that as well.
Well, they're going to get in the film room tomorrow and Sunday, and there'll probably be a conversation. Okay, they went for it on 4th down.
Yeah, they went for it on 4th down. It's Ops ball.
So it's Ops ball. Thought it was 3rd. Here we are, 1st and 10, twins right, single receiver left. We're going to hand it off to Zeb Green up the middle. He makes 3 guys miss, lowers his head. He gets half. So we're in a 2nd and 5. Good run, good hole. Zeb Green and offensive line.
Yeah, he just ran through the line. He had 2 defenders there that were reaching for him. He just kind of ducked his head and went under the reach.
He sure did.
Just kind of evaded that, but they fell on top of him, but still picked up 5 yards. That's a good little run, good opening run for the Bobcats. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the football game, and Bobcats trying to get something going. Haven't been able to sustain anything. A few glimmers of hope, but haven't been able to sustain anything.
Andalusia's put some different guys in on defense, so we hope to be able to move the football. We're going to drop back pass shotgun. We're throwing it deep, and I kind of threw it out of bounds. It was great coverage, too, so threw it to number.
He was well covered. I mean,
yeah,
he had him well covered. I'm not sure that was the best one to throw it to. I think he thinks that maybe he had a size advantage, and he did. But like you said, he put it in a place where it was going out of bounds anyway.
Yeah, through to number 8, Jacarius Lane. But, Coach, that's the coverage you want to see. That guy's playing deep third, so he's lining up 12 yards off the wide receiver, 10 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
And he's backpedaling. So, just knowing it's almost like a quarterback check down. I've got the first guy I want to throw. When he's not there, I'll do number 2. My first responsibility as a safety in any kind of deep coverage is pass. You never get beat deep, so you keep them in front of you. So, that umpire just got hit for the 2nd time. A little miscommunication throwing the ball in from one to the 2nd.
Well, they gave him a first down.
Gave him the first on that play, so Bobcats get a first down. It'll be
ball
first
about the 40.
Ball of just shy of the 40. And we've still got our starters. Andalusia's rotated some guys in. They still got a couple starters out there, but that defensive line and linebacker crew looks new. They're going to hand it off to number 5 in a reverse.
He's got some room.
He has got a lot of running room, and he's brought down in the open field after about a
20-yard
gain, 19-yard gain. Like to see him make that guy miss.
Yeah, you'd like to see him make a little juke or something, try to cut back inside or something. He had the guy moving, but, we're not out there running the ball. We're not out there seeing it live and uncensored. So
no, that was Marcel Newsome. You'd like to see a stiff arm or the old Aaron Hightower dead leg move that he made famous. Yes, sir. He dead legged a lot of defenders to their death.
Or the Najee Harris hurdle.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hurdle in high school?
You know, I don't know. For a while, they at some level it was made illegal, probably high school, which is ridiculous. So that's the timeout. We're going to take it with them. 60 seconds. Bobcat Football, My 102.3 FM.
Come see what's hot on the lot during the Chevy Summer Drive sales event at J.M. Jackson Chevrolet, where you can take interest as low as 3.9% for up to 60 months on select new 2023 Crew Cabs. Take $5,100 off a new 2023 Crew Cab 1CX, 1LT, or RST. Don't miss out on other deals, like $1,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Traverse. And remember to buy it the right way, the J.M. Jackson way. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Plus tax 5 see dealer for details.
Mammograms are life-saving, but they are scary. They are necessary, but they can be uncomfortable. They are personal, but they are empowering. Hi, I'm April, the mammography tech at Mizell Memorial Hospital. It is my goal to make patients feel cared for, supported, and encouraged. My patients are not just a number. Come see me in October for your top-of-the-line 3D mammogram and get a free gift. But more importantly, come be treated like family. Mizell Memorial Hospital, off Alabama, every day making a difference.
WOPP OP, WAMI OP, together making better local radio.
All right, so we're back at Janelle Lee Stadium. Op on a 1st and 10, going to hand off to number 5. He's running wide, and he is tackled after. Coach, you get about 3 or 4.
He's down to the 25s, so we got about 3 yards on that play. But the play previous to that we didn't get to was about a 10 or 12 yard pass play that the Bobcats had. So they're threatening now. First time to be doing this tonight.
Yeah, they got a first down during the commercial break. Colby Ballard throws to number 8, Jacelius Lane. On the outside line, and now we're in a 2nd and about 7. 6.5, somewhere around in there. We've got Jacelius wide right, wide left, and we didn't block anybody.
Nobody.
What happened there?
And the linemen are all looking at each other.
They did a free release, so they didn't get beat. There was a miscommunication. We got some subs in on the line, I believe. 66. Well, there ain't 66 because we don't have a name. I can't tell what he is. Maybe 60. I don't know. Can you tell that? 56, maybe.
We got 51 over there.
56. Well, that's the starter. That's Ian Musgrove. Yeah, so we still got our starters in. So 3rd and 11, big 3rd down. We're going to hand it off to Zeb Green. Good night. He makes his people miss, and he's going to get a 1st down. What a run, Coach.
Oh, wow. That was there again. You don't have to necessarily just pancake people every time. The offensive line did a great job on that side of getting in the way and letting the back make his cut. And that time, picked up a big play and picked up the 1st down. It was kind of nice to watch how he just kind of made that develop, just kind of saw it and then took off.
1st and 10, we're going to snap from the 15. He's going to hand it off to Zeb Green. He's continuing to be shifty and get some yardage. He gets about 4 to 5. They're going to give him just shy of 5 yards. So he got about 5.5, 6 yards to go on 2nd down.
Looks like we're getting a timeout.
All right, so we'll take a break with them. My 102.3 FM.
Good morning, good people. It's baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Hoss's Auto Sales. Summer has arrived, and it's so hot you just want to jump in a pool. Everything is sizzling at Hoss's Auto Sales. Stop by and see what we can do for you and your automobile needs, because we make trading easy, and it's too hot to be walking. Come see us. Remember, drink lots of water, be kind, and be blessed.
S&P Communications on the North Bypass here in Opp for your professional radio communication and tower needs here in South Alabama. Call on Jay Sperling and staff for all your generator needs for your business or your home. The in-place generator or the portable generators. Don't be without power during or after the storm. Sale, installation, and service. Call S&P Communications 493-6729. We know how to keep the lights on.
WOPP Opp. WAMI Opp. Together, making better local radio.
All right, we're back at Chanel Lee Stadium. Andalusia leads 42-0. Opp is driving. That's good to see. Colby Ballard shotgun, twins right, single receiver left. He's going to throw a fade route to the right to a taller receiver. He catches it.
They called a touchdown.
Great coverage. They both jumped up. Ball popped up in the air. He flipped his body around midair and pulled it in on the second attempt. Touchdown Bobcats, our first points on the board.
Yeah, and it was a pass play. We've talked about Coach Brunson being a running man, and we've made some positive plays during this drive, but that pass play there, a beautiful pass play, threw it to the tall receiver. It got bobbled a little bit, and he fell to the ground. I actually turned as he was falling and reached and caught the ball before it hit the ground. Bobcats are now, let's see, they're going for two. They're lined up to go for two, aren't they?
Might as well. I'd rather have more practice attempting to score on a regular play than an extra point, so. So we're in twins right, single receiver left, shotgun formation. Been running this formation kind of this whole series, Coach. And a little misdirection. Colby's going to keep it and throws the out route to number 23, Ethan Morgan, for the 2-point conversion.
Well, they faked that little end around that they've been doing and had some success with, and dropped came across the field. The halfback over there on the other side came across the field, and he was open. The guy saw him but picked him up late. Good pass, good catch. Bobcats get 8 on the board.
They do. That's good execution. Coach, I'm sort of wondering why we didn't run that earlier on a few third downs.
Well, you live and learn, I guess. That may be their one of their 2-point plays.
Yeah. So the offensive line gave Colby, he didn't have a lot of time, but he had more time. That's a slow developing play because he does two fakes. He faked it up the middle to Nelson, faked the end around. Coach, I assume it was Zeb Green. I couldn't tell who it was. Yeah. And then Colby takes a lot of discipline, two fakes, then he pops up real fast and throws the out route to number 23. That would be Ethan Morgan's first time in the end zone, so congratulations to that young man.
He's probably, he's got something that he can brag about for the rest of his life. He scored a touchdown on Andalusia.
I'm sure he'll tell his daddy Tracy, who I played baseball with in high school.
Game warden.
Or his granddaddy TD, former councilman. Matter of fact, TD Morgan coached me in 10-year-old.
Is he the game warden?
He's not a game warden. He's he's Marine Patrol. Okay. Yeah, state trooper. He works for the State Department.
There's that pooch.
There's the pooch catch, what they tried to do earlier, and they are going to fair catch it, but they fair caught it at the 35. So, something we're working on there. Let's see who we're putting on the field. Number 57's going out, Xavier Williams. Number 21's in the game, Landon Langley. Number 3, Dylan Reisner, is in the game. Dylan's a pretty good kid. Big, got some good size on him, coach, for a DB. I think he plays outside linebacker, too. 61. 51. Elijah Womack's in the game for the Bobcats. And they're going to run it, hand it off to 23. Hard run, but boy, he's hit hard, Coach. Who met him? Is that Colby? It's either Colby or Nelson. Colby.
Yeah,
At some points, you don't want to beat your starting quarterback. You don't want to beat those guys up too much, Coach. I don't know. I'm not. I don't get paid enough to know when to take them out. Colby and Nelson still in the game. Colby just laid the wood to the Andalusia running back.
Yeah, I don't know what that point is.
They're going to snap the ball on the 2nd and 10, hand it off to 23. He's continuing to run hard, makes a couple Bobcats miss. He'll get a little more than half of what he needs. So he's going to put Andalusia in a 3rd and probably 4. No, only gave him 5. So 3rd and 5. Dylan Reisenhower makes the game, makes the play again. Zeb Green still in the game. Number 8, Jacarius Lane still in the game. Looks like Dylan's at safety. That's number 6. That's Julian Forsythe. Okay, number 8, Jacarius Lane's at DN. He's stepping down. So we're in the 30 front, but we've walked our outside backers up. So we got 5 on the line of scrimmage. Andalusia's obviously wouldn't be shocked at a play action pass, Coach. They moved. So that'll be a wait, maybe a timeout. Yeah, it was a timeout.
Yeah, I think they were waiting for the play clock to run down to a certain time.
We'll keep it here and talk this through. So Coach Andalusia takes a timeout. There's Coach Brunson on the field getting some of his young players. 27's in the game. Who is? I don't see 27. 21, I'm sorry. We called him. That's Landon Langley. Coach, you've been, I'm not going to say you've been in this position. I don't, but.
Well, I have. I've been in this position. It's not a good feeling, I can tell you that.
What are you trying to do right now in the huddle?
Well, I mean, right now he's just coaching these kids up, and he's trying to get them to play hard. He's trying to get them to ignore the scoreboard and play hard, play football, and telling them where they need to go, what they need to do. If they have any questions, they're trying to answer them. These kids don't get a lot of reps all the time, but he's got two good leaders out there, and Hall and
he does. In a 3rd and 5, Andalusia is bringing them up. Again, 51, Elijah Womack's in the game for the Bobcats. He comes up, almost makes a play. That's actually not
short,
him.
But
that was Xavier Williams. A little more aggression. He could have made that play. He did get penetration, but the running back ran across his face.
Well, they had him short. They had him.
So they stopped him. It's a 4th and short, and
looks like they're going to punt.
They're going to punt. Punter's bringing in his favorite football, I see. Probably a little softer. So number 40 for Andalusia, which is Levi Wilburn, will punt for the Bulldogs, 42-8. 3 minutes and 15 seconds and counting in the game. Andalusia over Ock. Nice high punt. Doesn't turn over. Takes a Andalusia bounce for sure. Good gracious, he gets another 10 yards on the bounce. Opp will take over 1st and 10 from about hour 22.
3 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Be kind of interesting. I don't know that Coach is worried that much about scoring right now. He probably wants to have some positive plays come up. He's got 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to give Andalusia the ball back again. He'd love to run out the clock and, if possible, put some points on the board just to kind of make that cut not go quite as deep.
(42-8) Andalusia over Opp. 3 minutes and 1 second to play in the game. I see some new faces for the Bobcats and some familiar. Let's see. No, we're keeping mostly our starters here. There's one lineman in. I can't see his face or his number. So it looks like Ethan Morgan's in. So we did a little misdirection, going to hand it around number 5 on the end. And he breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, coach, breaks a third, lowers his head, and he gets about 15 yards. Of course, we're playing against some subs for Andalusia. Andalusia's dressed as 60-something kids, so they got a lot of kids they can play in a moment like this. But we executed, Coach.
We did, and there are a few starters. I think that 23 is a starter for Andalusia. Some of maybe that outside linebacker on this side, but he may be the only one in there.
So Colby Bowler's going to take the snap, going to hand it off to number 7, Jamarian Allen, and they dropped the football. Jamarian ran off like he didn't have it. I don't know what was up with that.
Looks like we lost the football.
Andalusia's going to recover. There was a guy in their face as they were trying to perform the handoff, so somebody got penetration. There's been a hole all night in the offensive line. We're not going to call any kids out for that. Something we got to shore up. We did lose a starter. As we talked about, Grant Whitten was removed from the game in the first quarter, and we've had a young man step up and play in his position. 42-8, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to play. Andalusia's going to snap the ball. They're in a tight formation, tight end left, 2 tight formation, and 21 gets back there but doesn't get him. He makes a couple of people miss. He fumbles, and looks like he got back on it himself. Coach, not the outing we were hoping for, but I'm not. Listen, we played a better football team. We played a team that's had the same staff, the same routine for years. We got a new staff and a new routine and a new offense. So obviously, a lot of our assistants are back, but we do have 2 new coaches.
Well, I'll get into it after this play. They're going
to hand off to the right. But, Coach, you make your best gains from game 1 to game 2. So it's a character check tonight and will be for the next 7 days.
It will be, and it's going to be interesting to see how the team rebounds, and I'm sure that's something Coach is going to focus on. But Andalusia graduated about 20 seniors. This year, they've got 22 seniors.
Again.
They've got 20 juniors. They've got 20 sophomores that they're dressing out. So they've got a pretty steady flow coming up. Now, they lost a lot last year, but this may be the best team we play all year.
Yeah.
Even though it's the first game, and they're not near where they're going to be.
Well, we opened our season with the state champion of a classification above us. So
that's right.
That's not something you do every year, but they're a county rival, and we believe we've hired the man in Coach Matt Brunson to take us to the next level, and we knew there would be some growing pains. Coach, he's, whether we like it, want to admit it or not, he's having to steer and redirect an entire culture. And, we've won a lot of games lately, but he's doing things differently. And, we're going from the spread to the run game, and he's trying to put in his way of doing things, and it takes time.
It does take time, and he's doing, the best he can do. Of course, Andalusia trying to run outside and not able to get there. That's the last play of the ball game there. That's going to wrap it up.
So they'll
Look at some of those kids from Andalusia, number 67, 70.
Oh yeah, when you look across the field, they're bigger.
Those are backups. They're just big kids, and I'm not putting that as an excuse. We got some big kids too, but things didn't come out the way we wanted them to. But we learned something.
We did.
We learned something about ourselves. We know we've got a long way to go. We knew it wasn't going to be an easy journey. We knew that this transition wasn't going to just happen just like that.
Right.
And like you said, it's a different mindset. It's a different, and they've got to get these kids to buy into it and to believe it. And that's what, that's what Coach Brunson's going to be concentrating on. This game's over with. Forget it. It's done. It's a game you want to win. It's not a game that you won. So, you didn't play your best ball. A lot of things that you can clean up. A lot of things that players can do to get better. And those coaches are going to find those things, and they're going to point them out to those players. So how they take that criticism, you're going to learn. They're, like you said, they're going to learn a lot about themselves.
Well, one thing I didn't see is we didn't quit in the second half, Coach. There may have been players that quit realistically that we couldn't identify, but Colby Ballard, Nelson Hall, all praise to those two gentlemen. They ran hard. Zeb Green kept playing. Jamarian Allen made some big plays. Going to be a tough 7 days. They've already sweated it out for 3 weeks of practice leading into this, and I know it's not what they wanted. But, hey, you played a state champion of a classification higher than you. I can see Coach Brunson right now has huddled them up on the field, and he is having an animated conversation with the team. This man has won 2 state championships as a head coach. He won 3 as a player. He played in 2 more as a head coach, won 2 more as an assistant. He's been there before. He knows what it takes. Matter of fact, they're coming together in a prayer right now. So he's going to do his thing, Coach.
He is going to do his thing. And we all know that you got to start somewhere. Now, I know that everybody had high expectations. Everybody thought that, the Bobcats were going to show up tonight and we're going to make a ball game out of this. And, like we've mentioned, we made a lot of mistakes, a lot of things that we can clean up and make us a better football team. But, we've got to continue to have faith in this coach, in this coaching staff, and in these young men. Nobody in this entire stadium wanted to win more than they did. And nobody has worked as hard as they have this summer workouts, this last month getting ready. It has been hot.
Yeah.
It has been grueling hot. And I know they're young and they can take it. We used to play in it when it was hot too. But, I don't think there's anybody here. You look around and a lot of people have left, but there are a lot of people that are still here. There are a lot of people that believe in these young men. And I'm proud to see them here so that they can see, hey, we're going to be here for you.
They are, yep. A lot of families still in the stands. A lot of Bobcats. They're playing the alma mater right now. And matter of fact, I saw a video of Coach Brunson teaching them the alma mater in a team meeting last week.
Who do we have next week?
Oh, Coach, I got to pull out my. Let's just see who we got. We got a little more time here. So we're going to play New Brockton. So we got a region game next week, Coach. We don't have any time to waste.
Is that a home game or is that away?
I believe that's going to be away. No, that's a home game.
Home game. Yeah. Who did New Brockton have tonight? Was it Elba? Who did they play? I can't remember who they had tonight. Sure. But now you're getting into region play, so things can be a whole lot different in region play. I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. We saw some pretty sloppy play because of the penalties.
Yeah.
A couple of fumbles, a fumble late in the game, that's just fatigue. That has a lot to do with fatigue. But a lot of things, if we clean up a lot of this stuff, the offensive line, if they get their checkoffs down and if they pick up their blocking assignments, they missed a lot tonight. That's not their fault. This is the first live action. They're learning. Then there's a lot of hope for this team.
There is.
You got a coach that's used to winning, and he's going to take this personally, and I feel sorry for his family because he's not going to be with them much this weekend. He's going to be looking at film.
That's true, Coach. Honestly, we just didn't give ourselves a chance in the first half. I'm telling you, as a former player, we were neck and neck with them in the first half, and And what was the difference was just penalties. You can't do penalties, and you can't give up big pass plays. And we dealt less with the penalties in that game last year and more. No, we had penalties last year and blown pass coverages. So we sort of shot ourselves in the foot and never could rebound. Andalusia got momentum. They've got great players. They've got bigger players. And Coach, it made the difference. But, again, I've said this already. Coach Brunson's in his first year. He's establishing his culture. Trent Taylor's been there several years, and he just won a title. So his is a well-oiled machine, and ours is getting there. So the greatest adjustments are made from week 1 to week 2, and we have no time to waste with our first region game against New Brockton next week.
Well, you're absolutely right. The thing that you can do is you can say you've got that first game under your belt. That's always the hardest game, is that first game. So you've got that under your belt now. You know what you need to work on because, in reality, you're not going one-on-one at practice. You're going 1-on-2 or 1-on-3 at practice. So you're not getting, as we mentioned at the first of the broadcast, you're not getting that game speed competition.
Right.
Well, we got it tonight. We got some tonight. So we know where we need to go and we know what we need to do. So I'm still excited about the season. I hope the fans are as excited about the season as they were tonight. Continue to support these young men. They've worked hard so far. They're going to continue to work hard. They're not going to quit, so we don't need to give up on them either.
No, we don't. We want to thank you for tuning in to us tonight. That's going to wind it up for our. We're coming to you at Chanel Lee Stadium, Randy Griffith Field. Arch rival across the Yellow River, Andalusia Bulldogs do put it to the Bobcats tonight in a 42-8 win for Andalusia. Tune in with us next week. We play New Brockton in the first region game. Coach, I'm glad to call a football game with you. You've done it before. You've been on the radio before, but excited to call the rest of the games with you, and we're going to have a good time doing it.
Well, I appreciate that, Alan. I appreciate you carrying me tonight. It's been a little – I have to quit watching the game and remember I'm supposed to talk a little bit, and I haven't done a real good job of that, but I'll try to get a little bit better. And next week maybe we can be a little bit more prepared in the pregame show, have a little bit more information about our opponent, and we'll make sure that we improve our broadcast as we go as well. But we appreciate everyone listening to us, either on the radio or on Facebook. We've had a good time, and we hope that comes across to you.
It sounds good to me, Coach. And once again, you're listening to Bobcat Football on my 102.3 FM.
Who was 6 months pregnant. According to Dothan Police, black men along with 3 other suspects forced their way into the residence in the 400 block of Florida Avenue in an attempt to commit a robbery. Once inside, they began shooting at the victims, identified as Collins and Lee, striking them numerous times. Collins was pronounced dead at Southeast Health, while Lee was transported to Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola in critical condition. While at the hospital, the baby was delivered in an emergency C-section and placed on life support before passing away. Court records show Caleb Tubbs of Dothan was dropped from the case in 2021, and Carlos Lindsay of Opp pled guilty. The last suspect, David Key of Abbeville, is expected to go on trial later this year. An Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office deputy who had a conversation with a man walking on Gap Creek Drive wearing a bulletproof vest overnight arrested the individual